All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, Hornet fans, as we are just about set for kickoff here at Hornet Stadium. We apologize for the technical issues there early, as we had some technical issues with our production software, so working through that right now, but we should be up and rocking and rolling now here the rest of the way. We apologize for the issues. We'll get our pregame show, we'll post that on YouTube after this ball game's over, so you guys can watch that. So we got captains down at the field right now. Our captains here tonight are gonna be number 67, Drake Lucier. Number, I believe that's 75, Landon Kennedy. Number 63, Xavier Maldonado. And number 83, Michael McCain. That'll be the starters for your Maumelle Hornets. And we are ready for football. I did not see who won the toss. I missed all of that, but we are just about ready for our Ackles kickoff as both teams are about to make their way out onto the field. The Hornets going to make their way back through the tunnel. The Parkview Patriots about ready to run off the sideline, and this is going to be an exciting game. Parkview comes into this back-to-back 5A state champions, widely regarded as either the number 1 or number 2 team in the state, depending on if you believe Greenwood's better than them. Just went down to Melissa, Texas, won 27-20 over the 9th-ranked team in 5A Division II, and with a big win there. So this should be a fun one, and Maumelle looking to gauge where they are right now on the season in this ball game. And so we're looking forward to it, and we appreciate you guys watching us. Obviously, I know you've got some options, although I think we're having technical issues down on the Parkview side as well. So I'm going to welcome in the other half of my broadcast here tonight, Mr. Tyler Chenal. Tyler, how are you, man?
All right, I'm here, Steve, and I'm ready to go. We got everything going. Everything's going now. We got it figured out, and we're going to get through it one way or the other. We got a big game that we got to make sure we bring to everybody.
Yeah, you know, of course, it'd be on a big game night that we'd have all kinds of technical issues, but we've got it figured out. We're ready to go as your Hornets make their way out onto the field. And, hey, a familiar name is sitting over here at the production computer. Andy Gates is running production for us. I think he was ready to say something on a mic, but he doesn't have one.
I'm not running, I'm walking.
I was about to say, he'll get loud enough, you'll hear him through my mic.
Yeah.
So he'll come in every once in a while.
Yeah, we'll hear him. So I think I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're rocking and rolling now. So
looks like it.
Again, we appreciate it. If Parkview fans have made their way over here, we appreciate you as well. I know they're working down there to get some technical issues resolved as well. So there may only be a video stream right now. And of course, all of our PCSSD schools in action here tonight as the Mills Comets have headed down to Ashdown. And they already lead that one 7-0, 45 seconds into the ball game. Mills leads 7-0. And Tyler, I tell you what, I don't know if you've seen the highlights of Eli Moody, but almost 500 yards of total offense for the freshman in his debut at quarterback.
No, Steve, I spent my time on Parkview this week, so I don't really haven't watched much Mills just to see what we had ahead of us. But you were talking about they're young, but just because you're young don't mean you can't put up points and be successful.
All right, so the Hornets will kick off. I believe we deferred to the second half. I think that's what I heard.
We were busy.
Yeah, you guys are trying to figure out the production computer over there. I think we've got everything figured out for the moment. So we are ready to kick this one off. Should be Omarion Robinson and Elston back to return. They'll line drive this one, and I believe that's Elston on the return. No, it's Jermaine Penny. Sorry, Penny. Just got tripped up, or he was headed to the house on that one.
Looks like that was Cooper Forrest, the new kicker out there. That's why it looks a little different than last week. Got Cooper Forrest back. He was with us last year. Coach Maupin says he's much improved from last year, so he's expecting good things, but got somebody that can kick. But he also made a tackle right there. Probably saved a touchdown.
He did save a touchdown.
Pretty good work by the kind of newcomer. Didn't play last week, but he's here and he's ready to go.
So, Tyler, we're both very familiar with the current quarterback that's going to walk out on the field here for the Parkview Patriots, yeah. Quentin Murphy, formerly of Robinson for the last couple of years, now over at Parkview. And, I'll say it now because I'm not going to say too many great things. I'm not going to say anything bad, but I'm not going to be too nice to Quentin tonight.
Either, yeah.
And Quentin is a special young man, a special athlete. But if we want to win this game, we got to force him to beat us through the air. And they're going to try it right off the bat. Looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. Gets it out, and he'll throw this one away. And that is good defense here as Beats in the backfield, as well as Anthony Kennedy on that one.
Well, Steve, that was a dead play. I don't know if he was – everybody thought he was going to throw it over to – was it Elston? No, that was in motion. But all the other receivers were blocking. He looked like he were trying like a little bubble and go, but all the receivers were blocking. He's the only one that got that call. So not a bad start defensively.
Yeah, and they're going to try to run Quentin quite a bit. That's what we saw last week. He only had 71 yards passing in the Melissa game. They ran for almost 300 as a team. This time they're going to go – Quentin keeps it, as you had Settles in the backfield with him. That's where the fake went.
I think BJ is in there, but I don't think he was the first. I'm trying to see who that linebacker. It was a linebacker. 7? No, that's not 7. No. Levi's maybe 9. He's all 4. It's all folded up. Jonathan Williams. Okay, yeah, that's the guy that's supposed to be in there anyway.
Honey Bun himself.
So that's a good play by him, doing his job and staying with Q on that option.
You know, a lot of these guys know Quentin pretty well as well, and you know, almost tried to get the best of him last year. Trying now, he wants to go deep, looking deep for man, got him underneath, and that's a first down over the top. I said man. I don't think that's who that was. That was 5, Kyron Marshall on the catch. I think.
Yeah, Caden Brooks in coverage right there. He was just behind him a little bit. He was almost in phase, but about 1.5 yards off, and unfortunately, with how we know Q throws the deep ball and then the speed they got, you're going to have to be right there on him.
That is by far the best deep ball I've seen Quentin throw so far this season. In the Melissa game, I was on the call for that one, and he struggled. You could tell it was the first week of the season, week 0, but it was a struggle for him. So Murphy now with Settles behind him, and they'll go to the hog commit. Settles down to the 15 to the 14-yard line.
And they had him stuffed up a little bit there, just 12 was coming in off the edge. Tari Ransom, who we talked a lot about last week, but just kind of came in a little too deep and kind of slipped as he was trying to make a play in the field. Might be a little slick from the rain earlier, too, so got to make sure you got your footing.
Well, I tell you, I'm looking at our feeds from our other games right now. Sylvan Hills is playing in a monsoon at the moment. Now looking to throw over the top, and just a little too much on that one as he was looking for Elston. Elston was the hero of last week's game against Melissa, rushing for almost 200 yards in that game. He had 2 60-plus yard touchdowns.
And they had Elston on a little kind of sort of pick play, but they did it good where it's not really a penalty. He just missed him there, but he broke out and he was open.
You know, the one thing with this team, Tyler, with this Parkview team is speed. They're going to be physical too, but this team is fast. So we'll see how the Hornets try to neutralize that speed here in this one. So Murphy with Settles to his left. They'll roll it to the left. Settles picks up the block, throws it, and nearly intercepted as Ransom got a piece of it.
That's big because I can't tell who the intended receiver was. I think it might have been Monterio again. But Tari is able to get up there and knock it down, and that's probably a touchdown-saving play right there because he's open running across the field, and that's probably a touchdown.
So 4th down, and they'll bring the kicker on as it'll be number 72, Solomon Aguilar on the kick. Aguilar, a big-bodied young man, obviously wearing 72, but he can boot it. Now, they didn't kick any field goals at Melissa last week. This will be his first attempt of the season. Kick is up, and looks like it's right down the middle, and it is. So Parkview strikes first, and with 10:26 left in the first, it's 3-0 Patriots.
Well, Steve, that is a boot, especially for a high school kid. I mean, that thing was good from 20, 30 more yards, and it was straight down the middle. So that's a weapon, especially in high school ball, to be able to have a guy that you can come in and you can get those 3 points whenever you get down close to the red zone. But then that's also a big defensive stand in the red zone to hold them just to 3 points after they got a big ball over first off, a big return, and then a deep ball over the top, over your corner, who was in pretty good position. Like I said, it was just a perfect ball dropped in the bucket, but able to hold them to 3 is a pretty good win, all things considered, for the defense.
Yeah, really the one big play was the difference on that drive, and so we'll see what the offense does now. I know you were downfield level as well, and I tell you what, these guys looked ready. They looked like they were ready to play some football tonight, so we'll see if the offense is ready to come out and make a play.
Yeah, I mean, they were locked in. They know what tonight means. Obviously, it's not a conference game, so it's not going to go into seeding at the end of the year. But, I mean, this is the best team you play all year, right? I mean, just based off the past 2 years, it's early. But, I mean, we know who's on this team. We know how good they are, and they really want to show what they can do against the best 5A team right now in the state and arguably one of the best teams in the state, period.
Yep.
They want to put themselves on that level.
So the kick is going to be returnable from the 12, out across the 20 and hammered at the 23-yard line down to the 24. And Tyler, I didn't see who that was on the return.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. 18.
Christian Jackson. Okay. You know, I need to take my own advice that I was giving all my other play-by-play guys. I said, go back, watch the game on mute, and recall it with the roster next to you. So I'm going to have to do that a couple times this next week after this one if I have time. We got another game tomorrow, so you guys make sure to join us on the Natural State Sports Network as we'll have the Kimball, Texas Tigers. I think that's right. Man, I need to know that since I'm on play-by-play. And then the Pine Bluff Zebras is first play is that was Andrew, correct?
No, Levi.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Levi Warrior.
Yeah,
that's not the stream. That's my hotspot going slow.
I'm just making sure we're
trying to run. I may just go ahead and close these other ones out.
Yeah, ours is the only one that matters anyway, right?
Yeah, we can go back and check scores the other way.
Levi looked like he had he looked like he made the wrong cut, and I can't. You know, when we get ours going again, we'll see it. But y'all got to see it.
Now looking. Pressure again, got away from the pressure, needs some help, throws it all over him. Let's see, a flag, no flag, and good defense that time. That's number 3, Jace White, the North Little Rock transfer.
Another one. We talked a lot about a few of the North Little Rock guys last year that had been there. Whenever I was there, they were youngsters, 9th graders my last year there. Jace White's another one of them. They got a guy, Micah Johnson on the defensive line, Cleveland Lee, all those guys I coached, some good players on both sides that are at new schools.
So 3rd down and 10. As Warrior checks the sideline, he's got 3 receivers in the set. And is that Henry beside him? I think it is. That's where they go. They'll give it to Henry. He's got room, stumbles, and he's got the first down. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for Jacob Henry, who was our player of the game last week. Henry, 155 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win over Sylvan Hills.
And a good look by your offensive line there, just getting in the way and getting that gap open so Henry can just get north and get those 10 yards. Really good play, good blocking offensively.
So Acre Pharmacy first down. Warrior. This time they'll fake it. Up the middle. Boy, Warrior got hit hard right in the interior of that defense.
78 maybe is the guy that hit him.
That's Marlon Liddell. Liddell had a big game last week against Melissa as well. We called his name quite a bit.
At least the guy that stood up with him.
Yeah, my hotspot's going really slow right now. So Warrior checks the sideline here on 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Taking bets on whether or not we get to the 51 tonight. Fakes it, throws it, got a man down there, and did he catch it? No, he did not. Could not come down with it. So incomplete, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, I think if he catches it, he's landing out of bounds anyway. Good coverage on the back end. You talked about their speed, and we're going to have to – we did it a couple of times. We're going to have to be able to establish the run, kind of hopefully move a few bodies up front so that you can kind of slow them down a little bit. It's going to be tough to get over the top of the guys that got in the back.
So 3rd down and 10. Warrior gets the snap, fakes it, screen set up, but boy, Parkview all over it. Number 11 on that one, Ja'Cory Smith. And he was ready for that screen. That was well defensed by Bobby Bolding's defense.
Yeah, he was just doing his job right there. He's got the middle of the field. He's got his eyes are in the right spot. He trusts his eyes, sees those linemen breaking out, and he just breaks on before they have a chance to get to him. Those are some of the things you hope you can get done against a fast team is kind of get them running upfield, toss it behind them. Just you want to be able to get some hands on that linebacker so you can run a little bit.
You know, Tyler, we didn't get a chance to talk about it and preview it, but he's down. He's down right there. That's a tough play as Warrior Benson caught it, but he put a knee down at the 23-yard line, and Parkview is going to get the ball right there. Boy, that's a tough break.
Yeah, that's killer. You can't give them a short field. Coach Maupin talked about it early. With having Forrest back kicking, he said you can't give teams like this a short field offensively. You're just asking for trouble. And they've gotten it twice now. They've gotten it on the 50, the first possession. Now they're almost in the red zone, second possession. And it wasn't anything that Warrior Benson really did. I mean, he's just trying to pick up the ball. You just don't think about, I got to make sure I keep my knee up off the ground as I pick it up.
So Parkview comes out leading this one 3-0, 8:16 left in the first. And great field position here for their second drive of the evening. So Murphy, I can't tell, I think that's Elston in the backfield, and we've got a PI roofing penalty.
They brought bumper 6 and motioned twice. They motioned him left to the offense and motioned him back right, and it was just too much. I think an offensive lineman jumped or something, took his hand up. We talked about it last week. You can't keep those big boys down too long now. They get antsy, ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about that in the pregame show a little bit with Coach Moppin, and because Maumelle got hit with a few of those, obviously, and so it was a rough game in the penalty department. So 8:16 to go here. It'll be 1st and 15 for Murphy with Elston behind him. They'll give it away to Elston. Elston to the left, got room. Elston hit. Ooh, nice tackle by Ransom. But that should be, it's going to get us nearly, well, just across the original line of scrimmage to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and he was able to get the edge there. Now it's one of those things where they're and it looked like it last year too. They're taught to wrong arm that at defensive end and make him bounce it, and then we'll come down and play. You just got to make sure that outside backer, that Tari, gets there and makes the play. And he got there after 5 yards, but you want him to get there quicker. But you're also worried about speed on the outside and the pass.
Elston again, right? Oh, good block on the edge. Elston trying to get the corner. And Elston, he's got a first down. It'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Kansas State commit.
And Jacob Henry did really good playing that out there. He didn't. Elston tried to give him that little stutter step, jab step, and get outside of him, and he wasn't falling for it. He's able to at least save a touchdown out there.
So it'll be 1st and 10, 7:20. Murphy, boy, a lot of pressure in the backfield, and they got him as blitzing through the middle. Who was that?
Caden Sherman, I think, 55. Yep. Caden, he came off the edge, may have got inside the tackle there, but he was your defensive end, and he just a really good jump on the ball. Nobody touched it.
No, he about took the hand
good
up.
Play. Yep. That's quick. That's one of the fastest I've seen somebody coming off the ball so far this year.
So Murphy, they'll look to the sideline for the play call. Elston still in the backfield. They'll rotate it between Elston and Settles for the most part.
See if they try and throw it up over here. Yep.
That's what they want to do, throwing. And that's probably going to be interference, and it is. It's going to be a PI roofing penalty. And that's, Tyler, that's a tough play. You throw it a little behind a guy, and the defensive back thinking he's got to run for it. Just runs right into the guy coming back for the ball.
I mean, you get more pass interferences on that play than you do probably on any other play in football. Because he's running, he's trying to chase this guy down, not let him beat him deep, and then now he just stops running. And if you run into him, it's a pass interference, and that's just kind of how it is. And that's how they set that play up, too. It's designed to throw it just a little bit short so he can go up and get it, or if he can't, then you get that flag.
So the PI roofing penalty will not result in a first down because we don't have automatic first downs, but it'll be 2nd down and 6 now at the – it's like about the 8-yard line.
And they got Elston and Omarion Robinson both out wide.
They'll go to Settles up the middle, and he is speared. Ball's out. And
I think he was down anyway.
It was close. Settles had some problems with that last week. And I'll tell you something else I noticed about Settles last week. I don't know. I did not look on defense when Parkview was out there. But if they want to take some shots, Settles was a liability on the edge last week. He got beat twice on just really bad plays. And so that is an area where I would try to take advantage of.
And that's what you can run into going both ways, especially at running back where you get a bunch of touches. You can get tired.
Murphy will give it to Settles. Hornets in the backfield. They'll force him to the outside, and a big hit at the 9-yard line. I think that's 0.
That's Antonio McFadden.
Well, McFadden with a big hit, and this time he celebrates the right way.
He figured it out. He's figuring it out. That's what you like to see. Figure it out. That's all you can do. You can just get better, right? Fix your mistakes from the week before, and that was great right there. He's settling with his guys instead of against the other team.
So Aguilar out again for another field goal. And again, Tyler, to your point, that's a win. You gave this offense, a very powerful Parkview offense, the ball at the 23-yard line, and you hold them to a field goal attempt.
I mean, that one's bigger than the last one.
And that one maybe pushed right. Let's see. And it is, they're going to say it just snuck over the right upright.
Our angle's not as good. Our angle, it's going to look like it's flying right, but it may have been, pretty close to good from whatever we could tell. But again, a big win. I mean, that's huge, right? They got it on the 23-yard line after a crazy bad snap, take a knee as you're trying to pick the ball up, and you make a big stop there. It's still a one-possession game. Now you just got to be able to move the ball against this defense.
And that's going to be the key, and I was talking to Jim Ashley, our statistician, earlier, and he was asking me, he said, what do you think our chances are? And I said, I like our chances. If we can hang around and keep this game close, I do like our chances. We got to neutralize their speed. But, the other question is who are we going to see more of, 2 or 7 tonight? And I think that's going to depend on the offensive line. I mean, if the offensive line plays like they did on that last series, I think we're going to see a whole lot more of 2 tonight. But if we can protect, and I'm not saying Levi can't move, but Levi is a pocket passer. He is mobile enough to hurt you, but he wants to throw the ball, and if he doesn't have time, he's going to struggle.
And when Levi does move, it's different than whenever Bjork moves, right? Levi, he's got some speed to him, but so does Parkview. They've got speed too, so I don't see him outrunning anybody. But Bjork's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to try and run through somebody, and that's where you get that difference, especially against a team like this.
Kick by Aguilar, returned from the 10, and just met at the 20, and that's where that'll end. And so it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets from just across the 20-yard line.
Trying to see if it's 18 again. Christian Jackson. Still Levi. We also got to remember Bjork's playing on defense to a linebacker a lot too. So it's sometimes it might come down to just does he need a blow whether or not he can come in.
Well, I'm a little surprised just because last week we saw the alternating. It was Warrior, then Andrew, then Warrior. So and then it kind of went with the hot hand for a bit. So we'll see what they decide to do. Is 2 series in a row now for Levi Warrior. Motion man.
Sublet.
And they'll fake it. No, they do give it to Coyote. Coyote outside across the 25 to the 26. No, they're going to narc him at the 25. It'll be a 4-yard gain and 2nd down and 6.
Man, and Drake Lucier, if he was just a little step quicker there, he's able to block that. I guess it was the corner outside backer, and he would have got it cut up underneath and got more yards there. But still positive yards, running the ball. You want to be able to run the ball to loosen it up a little bit.
You guys make sure you like, share, subscribe. As Warrior hands it away again to Wiley. Wiley making some moves, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of a 1st down and bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Wiley, he's a guy, he may be good for this type of game because you're going to have some penetration, right? As long as the offensive lineman can stay in between the ball and the defender, Wiley he's shifty enough, right? You just saw it there. He can weave in and out and get some positive yards. So it might be one where he's there. Just hopefully, he's a smaller kid, don't want to get too banged up, but I think he's tough enough.
So Wiley stays in there behind Warrior. 4 minutes to go. Wiley now splits out to the left side. And they'll go inside. Nice little play, but it's not going to get anything. They're still going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Was that 13?
Yeah, it's Jackson Hampton.
So Hampton, this is going to bring up a 4th down and a decision for Coach Moppin. Last time we punted, similar position, and we took a knee at the 23-yard line. They're going to keep the offense on the field this time. Henry back on the field. Warrior at quarterback. You have four receivers in the set. I think is that Sublet in the slot here?
Yes.
And he'll now motion back to the other side of the formation. And they'll give it to Henry. Henry goes behind Sublet, breaks a tackle. He's got the 1st down. And that is a big conversion there. On 4th and 1 in your own territory. That'll be an Acre Pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, that's good. Bringing in the bigger Henry, right? A bigger body, able to, maybe move a guy a little bit if he makes contact with him. And he went into that pile. When he went into that pile, he didn't have the 1st down, but he's able to find some room, maybe move a little bit, get a good 1st down.
So new set of downs here as Warrior with Henry in the backfield. Motion man will be Hampton. Give it to Warrior around the right side, and they're going to get a hold on 67, I believe.
I think Lucier.
Yeah. I believe that's going to be a hold on Lucier as he turned his man trying to get position on the edge. And that is what it's going to be, so it'll be 1st and 20.
There we go.
So it'll be a hold. on the Hornets. It'll be first down and 20. You know, I bet Andy never thought he'd be working and making a few bucks tonight on production when I messaged him earlier and said, "Are you coming to the game?"
He said, "Yeah, I'm coming to the game. I'm going to watch that game. I didn't know I was coming to work that game."
And then I was going to put him on a call with Tripp, but apparently they have no audio, so.
They don't need anybody to call.
No, might as well just bring Tripp down here. Nope, just kidding. Y'all can stay down there.
It was almost a false start. There's a twitch.
Now, fake it to Henry, looking, wants to throw, over the middle, wants to post, and way too much on that one. His intended receiver.
I think
Is that Warrior Benson?
Yeah, Warrior Benson. And I think, I don't know, Warrior Benson looked like he was trying to get more vertical, but whoever was in coverage, I can't tell, wasn't letting him get vertical.
Was it 9? I think it was Penny.
Yeah, it was 9. He wasn't letting him get vertical. He was keeping him. He was flattening out that route, which caused the ball to look like it sailed. May have sailed more than it actually looked like it did, just because the route got shortened.
Now, I will say last week, one thing that Melissa, Texas, was the first half was rough. And you kind of expect that in a week 0 game. But they got the passing game going in the second half. They had a kid number 9, and that kid was special now. He was pretty unstoppable. Warrior being chased, trying to get away, will not, as he's going to be yanked down. 78, Marlon Liddell, again wreaking havoc in the backfield.
And that is same protection and same blitz. Wasn't even a blitz. They sent 4 last play, and he had all day. They sent 4 again, and just right off the snap, he gets by him. He kind of puts a little swim move on the guard center right there, and it just quick. Didn't have any time to get anything done. But they brought in, it looks like they had brought in an extra offensive lineman, protecting with 6 against their 4-man rush. Did really good the first time. Not as much the second. Maybe not an offensive lineman. Maybe just 5. Looking at it again.
So 3rd and 24. Warrior wants to throw. Curl route dropped. And it wouldn't really matter anyway. It was going to be 4th down no matter what. As Warrior Benson really didn't have anywhere to go had he caught it. So that'll bring up a 4th and 24. And the punt team back on the field with 1:38 to go in the first.
Man, that was a good route by Warrior Benson. Now, obviously, in the situation, it wasn't going to get the first down, but just coming back to that later, he broke off that route really good. And left, it was number 9 again, Penny. He left him, and he had a chance to catch it. If he completes the catch, it's a good 7-8 yards.
But as you know, and also you look at that from the other side, from Penny's perspective, he don't want anybody behind him.
Yeah,
so
an
8-yard catch, give him that all day long on 3rd and 24. So we're Benson. Oh boy, that ball's right off the side of his foot, goes straight up in the air. And bounds going backwards, and a good play there as that's 10.
That's Gabriel.
And JG makes the play to keep that from being worse than it was. But, again, great field position for the Patriots.
3 possessions, three really good field positions. You're asking your defense a lot here. Can they keep it up?
Yeah, almost a worst-case scenario outside of the fact that you've been able to hold them to field goals. I mean, touchdowns would obviously be the worst-case scenario, but – as far as the defense being on the field in bad positions, this has not been a good start for Maumelle.
Yeah, defenses, you hate you're being backed up into the shadow of your own goalpost, and they've been in it all day.
So it'll be Murphy at quarterback. He's by himself in the backfield, a bunch set here to the near side. Murphy, Elston across the formation. Murphy being chased. JG trying to get him. Murphy using the speed, gets the corner, and going to be pushed out of bounds. Where at? Let's see, they're going to mark him at the 14-yard line. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, and Quentin wanted Elston, who leaked out with him as he was rolling out. Jacob Henry did a really good job to see that and to cover it. But then after that, once he covered it, you had people chasing Quentin, but we know Quentin, he's going to outrun a lot of the guys that are chasing him.
Yeah, not a lot of guys that can catch him. Obviously, an Arkansas Razorback commit. He's committed as an athlete, and so don't know that we'll see him play the quarterback position there. But I tell you, this young man can play just about anywhere on the field. He is one heck of an athlete. So 1st and 10, 1:18 to go here in the first. And this one goes nowhere as that defensive line continues to play well up front. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a bobbled little snap, so just a little bit to get going, but a good play defensively up front. But yeah, I mean, Arkansas, you watched that game last week. They got some good young quarterbacks too. So if he wants to see the field early, it'll probably be somewhere other than quarterback. Yeah,
and we'll see. I mean, maybe the Landon Rogers route, tight end, wide receiver, maybe on the defensive, which I've never seen Quentin play the defensive side of the ball. So Not sure if that's an option. Now Quentin looking, left side looking, wants to throw, looking for Elston. And good deep, intercepted. What a play. Oh, no, Elston came away with it. What's the call going to be here? Somehow Elston came up with this ball.
I feel like Tari caught it and was down, and then Elston took it away.
And that's it. Yep, you're right, Tyler. It's going to be an interception by Ransom and a turnover to be Hornet ball at the 20-yard line. What a play. Was it Ransom or Williams? Who made that play?
I think it was 12. I think it was Tari. I think it was Tari in coverage.
That's what I thought too, but then Jonathan came running off like it was him. So
everybody's giving everybody high fives. I don't know.
I was confused. Let me see. I'm going to try to use that feed over there is not good.
Yeah, it was Tari.
All right.
And we're going to get it.
What a play by Tari Ransom. Wow. We called his name a lot last week. He may be trying to play for defensive player of the game this week. 38.3 left in the first as the Hornets get a huge break here. He'll give this one up the middle and trying to break free at the 20, and he is body slammed inside the 20-yard line.
Ja'Cory Smith. I mean, he didn't get him down the first time. Ja'Cory Smith was kind of high, and it's tough with Wiley to not be too high with a kid like that. And he was driving the feet, and then Ja'Cory he said that's enough.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. 10 seconds to see if they snap it before the end of the quarter. They don't look like they're gonna, and they're not, as Levi looked back at the clock. And so that's going to do it for the end of for the first quarter. After a quarter of play, Parkview leads this one 6-0. We'll be back with more Hornet football here on the Maumelle Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza. All right, welcome back, folks, as we are set for our second quarter of play. Hornet football. And it'll be Levi Warrior at quarterback, 2nd down and 9. I think that's Wiley next to him in the backfield. That's where they'll go. Nope, faked it. Warrior around the right side, got a lot of room.
Bjork.
Oh, you're right. It is. Oh, Bjork lost it. And ball's still loose. It is still loose, and Maumelle got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow,
18.
what a break. It's Christian Jackson on this one. The computer went off, sorry.
Okay, I don't care. I just want to make sure we didn't lose the stream.
No, the stream's still there. We're good. Boy, what a break on that one. Hornets just keep getting breaks here in this first half. Goodness gracious.
I was like, that's not where we wanted to do it.
And then just let it play through. Don't do it yet. Mid-play right now. All right, so Bjork in at quarterback after the big run, but fumbled. It is wet. Obviously had a good rain shower before. Now that ball gets away. Bjork kicked it, and now he'll fall on it. The 31-yard line. And, boy, 2 plays for Bjork, and it has been an adventure.
The first one started out really good. It just ended. Now, the reason the ball came out on the first one was I think he got a helmet or a shoulder pad right on the ball.
That was a great hit,
like that.
yeah.
That's one that it's tough for anybody. I don't care what level you're at to hold on to that one. And then that one wasn't a great snap. He tried to pick it up the first time and just missed it. Then he just had to get on top of it.
So 2nd down. Is it 2nd or 3rd?
Second. He got a first down.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry. So 2nd down, 19, 10:56 to go here in the half. Bjork fakes it, throws it, over, got him on the slant, trying to break free across midfield, across the 45, and a big play there by Jackson Hampton. And that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
There you go, big body, Jackson Hampton running a slant, getting in the way, boxing him out, right? Just like basketball, you run the slant, you box out the defender, and then he carries him for another 10 yards after he catches it. Really good by Jackson Hampton, and really good ball, put it in a great spot for Jackson to catch it.
Hornets back out there, back on the line of scrimmage. Jackson, the near receiver. And Thomas in the backfield. Bjork wants to throw. Bjork in trouble, being flushed out of the pocket to the right side. Got him at the ankles. And you know, Tyler, honestly, probably good that they got his ankles because he tried to throw across his body and there were two Patriots waiting.
Yeah, he was falling down as he finally got to let go of it, and it just hit the ground. But he was looking Jackson Hampton again, but they had a linebacker, maybe a safety again. I don't know where he came from, but he was coming right into that window, so it was good by Bjork to pull it down. It was another safety up there that came into the window, and Bjork didn't throw it. Had he thrown it, good chance that one would have been picked. So good job being aware of what, making that read, being aware of what's going on.
So 2nd and 10, 10-17 to go in the first half. Bjork claps his hands, gets the snap, hands it away. That's Henry. Henry, what a run. Good blocking by the line. Henry breaking tackles as Penny, as well as, that is number 3, Jace White on the tackle for the Patriots.
Strong run right there by Henry. He had a really good gash. He gets north. We've seen him do that a couple times now. You just got to get enough space. You don't have to have a ton of movement up front. You just need a gash, a little window that you can get through.
So Hornets right back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers in the set. Bjork looks to the sideline. Henry in the backfield, I believe, or still Henry in the backfield. And Bjork keeps it around the right side, trying to push through the line. He'll get about 3, maybe 2 yards on the play.
2 yards.
To the 29-yard line. It'll bring 2nd down and 8.
It's all about positive yards, and you got guys that are slow getting up off the ground now on defense. You've kind of hurting them a little bit. I mean, were they expecting the offense to be able to move the ball against them like this? Like, you got a sustained drive right now, so if you can keep it going and really get momentum, you got the pick, you're moving some yards. If you can get points on the board, that's going to be huge in the momentum battle.
Mm-hmm. So Bjork surveying the defense. Look to Burcham for the play call. Fakes it to Henry. Steps up through the pocket. In trouble, and he just throws it away. Good decision there by Bjork.
And I think they got eyes on Bjork. They know he can run it just like we know Q can run it. They're going to have a guy watching him. If they didn't have a spy there, Bjork's going to be able to run, and he's going to get some yards there because he does really good maneuver in the pocket. Now he's banged up a little bit.
And Ja'Cory Smith is a very good linebacker for this Parkview team. Called his name a lot last week down in Melissa.
Levi's in there now, 3rd and 12. No, 3rd and 8. I was looking at the wrong stick.
I thought I had my phone muted. I was like, I hear Terry Jordan. Why do I hear Terry? On that, nope. Mills up 22-0 over Ashdown. Looking for, oh boy, the timing just a hair off on that as Warrior is being pressured again. Number 52 in the backfield in his face. That's Jeremy Edwards Jr. for the Patriots.
Yeah, and that one was right at the sticks if they were able to get it completed. Just right through it, just a step too early with the break there.
So it'll be 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Offense stays on the field. Warrior in a quarterback. Patriots showed some press. Now they're going to back out of it there as Omarion Man Robinson, the Oklahoma commit, steps up. Now he will press. Warrior looking that way. Warrior wanting to throw. Throws it in. Some miscommunication. Just chunked that up over the top. But Ja'Cory Smith banged up on the play. Looks like he's going to be all right as he hops up. But
looked like he just fell. I don't know how he ended up on the ground. Yeah. But, again, that was Levi Warrior to Warrior Benson, and it just threw it deeper than where that route went. And, again, we don't know where the route was supposed to go. We don't know if it was miscommunication quarterback, miscommunication receiver, both. We have no idea. We don't know what the play call was, but it's just one of those things. He threw it deep. Receiver didn't run as deep. You're not sure who was at fault there, but either way, turnover on downs.
So quick update from Jonesboro. Robinson leads 8-0, looking to avenge their loss last week against PA. Tyler, they found some offense late in that game. It was a struggle early, but they got a couple scores late, so we'll see if they can keep it rolling. Murphy, and we got a whistle, PI roofing penalty. So it was a 33.
Zaylen Pruitt.
Pruitt was laying hands on Murphy there.
Speaking of 33, I didn't, when I was talking to Coach before the game, any word on Bubba? I'm looking for a 31.
No, I've not heard an update on Bubba.
And he hadn't played yet, obviously.
Oh, here he is right here. He's right here next to Jordan, who's also banged up.
Okay,
down here on this end.
Jordan's
still on crutches.
Yeah.
I'm 74.
Elias Garcia, I just looked at it.
So 1st and 15 now. Patriots still lead this one 6-0. Murphy gets the snap, fakes it to Elston, looking to throw, steps up through the pocket, had hands on him, gets away. Now trying to get away from Kennedy. He does. Runs right through a tackler, breaks another tackle, out across the 40, and is flipped across the 45 to the 47. And that'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Patriots. What a play. And we got some talking going on out there right now after that one. Quentin Murphy hurt some feelings on that play.
Yeah, that's one. I mean, you got 3-4 chances, actual chances at him, not where you're just diving at him while he's running away from you, right? You had actual chances to get him down. You've got to make those plays. I know he's good. We know he's a big-time recruit, big-time athlete, but you want to win this game, you got to be able to make those plays.
Don't try to get too cute over there. Just down and distance and make sure the clock stays right and the score's right. That's all I care about. And then the right cameras. So Murphy, plenty of time here. Looks to the sideline. Got Elston in the backfield with him. Elston motions. They want to throw to him. Elston makes the catch and, broke the first tackle.
Slowed him down
and now he's out of bounds right there at the 45-yard line. That's good pursuit by the Hornets on that play.
Tari Ransom slowed him down enough. Keetron Green, I think, is the one that gets a hand on him again. Doesn't get him down, but gets him off balance enough that he goes out of bounds.
Yeah. you got to find the right time to do it. It's the hard part.
I can get that. It's just a matter I can't make my fingers work.
I think if you, like you said, if you had a mouse, it'd be much easier than.
So 2nd and 12 as Murphy looks to the sideline and settles is back in the backfield. Number 5, Kyron Marshall's receiver to the near side. Elston in the slot. He goes to the left, trying to get around some blocks. Got some room. There's the speed. Elston gets out across the 30 and slips as he tried to cut inside. And I'm not sure who's the safety back there. It was a good play to help use the sideline as an additional defender there and not let him cut back in.
I think it's Henry was back there close. Keetron Green, 3 was back there close. I don't know. I think that's a 5. I can't tell. It looks like a 5, not a 9.
Yeah, I couldn't tell back there. An update from Sylvan Hills. Looks like the monsoon has ended. And Sylvan Hills in the second quarter with 8:33 to go leads Valonia 6-3.
There you go. Go get you your first win, Bears.
Go Bears. There couldn't be a better team for them to beat. We get them next week.
We do, at their house.
At their place again. I feel like we go there all the time.
It's right next to my house.
There you go. Murphy, and we got a whistle. And this will stop the play. We've got an Acre Pharmacy, PI Roofing penalty on the field.
It was close. I mean, they didn't throw that flag. We might have had a chance to get there. He looked like he was getting ready to let it go, but we were close to him in his face now.
Reminder, go see our penalty flag sponsor. If any of your roof repair needs, PI Roofing, 6109 Remount Road in North Little Rock. Call them at 501-707-3548 or visit them online at www.piroofing.com. Got to apologize, too. I've missed a couple Ackles kickoffs, thanks to our friends over at Ackles. And a little pop pass to Elston. And the Hornets do a good job stringing this one out. Oh, boy. Good. Imagine Elston. You turn back and you find Anthony Kennedy coming at you. Yeah.
That's Junior out there, okay? I'd hate to see Senior if that's how big Junior is. But goodbye, again, Antonio McFadden. We talked about him, 0 corners. You're your last edge, right? There's an edge before the corner, but if they make it to the corner, you got to be able to set that edge. He made Elston cut it up, and that's where his help was. His help was coming. His help was swarming. His help was Anthony Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of help. That is a whole lot of help. So it'll be 2nd down and 17 after the big loss. Murphy settles in the backfield. Murphy wants to throw pressure right up the middle, forces Murphy to get rid of that one. And, oh, no, we're going to get a hold?
Probably, yeah.
Gosh, talk about being bailed out. So another PI Roofing penalty. Again, don't get penalized on your next roof repair. Choose local. Call PI Roofing today.
No.
Yep.
See, I don't know how caught up we are over here for me. I think I need to
About a minute behind, looks like.
see if I can get live.
Click the live button over there.
We're just not gonna be able to watch anything now. I tried to get it live and it's just not gonna load.
There it is. Hey, good job by Kristen Henson on our field cam down there. She's excited to actually be able to communicate with a producer tonight, as there were some struggles in Melissa. We did not realize, we did not take into account how far away the field was from our location in the press box. That is a massive facility, $52 million. Settles, going to the left. No, Murphy took it away from him, and he is slammed to the turf. And I can't see the numbers. At Sherman?
75 is who helped him up. And that's
I'm following. That's
Kennedy.
I'm actually, if that's correct, that was not who's next to Kennedy there?
53 is Forte.
It's 53. It was Forte who slammed him down.
How do I be Forte?
So baby cakes as Kennedy comes off the field.
Get another safety in there, another defensive back ready for the pass, 3rd and long.
So Green back onto the field. It'll be Settles and Murphy in the backfield. Elston, Penny, and I believe Robinson split out here to the near side. Murphy looks that way. Murphy pulls it down, ran right into pressure, gets away from it, gets around the corner, and he is met. That's a great play by Gabriel.
Yeah, 55 again. I had Sherman. He's back there quick. He doesn't make the play, but he gets him out, gets him uncomfortable, and you got Jaden spying him now. Did a really good job there to get him down. Quentin Murphy in open field is a problem, right? And Jaden Gabriel's able to make a tackle there, bring up 4th down, and give him a chance here to. I mean, they're gonna try and kick it again. It's further than the last two, I think.
Yeah, this is the longest. This will be a 39-yarder. They'll put it down right on the 29-yard line. Aguilar, he's got a good leg. He put it down, kick is up, and wide left, and
I think it's
short. It did just get over the crossbar.
In the
wow.
bottom left corner of the uprights.
So Aguilar, player of the game so far, 3 field goals, and with 5:11 left in the first half, Parkview leads this one 9-0.
It should be that one. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it in the replay right there. Let's see if I can give you one more. Watch it. You can watch it just barely. It sneaks in over it. Yeah. So when it comes up, whenever you pull it up, just 2 fingers, you can slide to the very end. 2 fingers. Yeah, 2 fingers you slide. So it'll be quick. I was trying to hold it. Oh yeah, just 2 fingers slide. Yeah. Yep. There you go. So you see, you get to the end. So yeah, the ends is where they're at. Yep.
All right, my coach has helped me out on the replays. We might be okay. Yeah, no, I'm not good. But I think I'll be okay because I just stopped this clock.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Hey, Tyler, you'd be excited about this. The King, Noah Freeman's mama on Twitter. She's watching us right now. So
King Freeman, baby.
She's asking for a spot on the network. I'm sure we can find a spot for Ms. Mama, the queen of the Freemans.
Oh yeah, love King Freeman, man. That dude
Deep
was fun
kick.
to watch.
That one's off his hands into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
That was a kid that was fun to watch play some football.
Yeah, it was.
The King, did you say it was the King sitting on his throne in the end zone?
There were some fun calls with Noah, that's no doubt. And so we'll see if the Hornets can get some offense going. They moved a little bit on the last drive, but stalled out on a 4th down.
It was your best looking drive too. Just a couple plays that don't go your way, and that can really change it. Again, held them to a field goal. I mean, you were close to not holding them to anything. It snuck right in there.
It's Bjork to the right, and he's tripped up just as he crossed the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
It's good to see Bjork back in there. He may have been on defense. You don't typically on defense we don't pay attention to who's in there unless we have to call their name for something. But he got banged up that last possession And he's kind of who had it moving. Levi had some good balls, but then I had some that were a little off. So see if Bjork can kind of get it going again.
And talking about being banged up, it's worth watching. Murphy did come off the field with a pretty noticeable limp.
And he got hit right in the knee shin area from JG.
And Murphy's struggled with injuries.
Energy. I think he's got energy.
He's got plenty of that. Sublet.
Did he not put his?
It can be a delay of game.
Did he not put his hand down too?
I thought he did. Or we get a timeout. We did call a timeout first. And so that's the first timeout here of the first half. 4:24 to go in the first half. It's been the Solomon Aguilar show here in the first half. He's got 3 field goals to make it 9-0.
I mean, he's player of the half, no doubt about it. And is that what you expect whenever you think, all right, we got Parkview playing, we got this guy committed to Oklahoma, we got this guy committed to Kansas State, we got these 2 guys committed to Arkansas, and guys with other D1 offers. The kicker is so far the player of the game.
Yep. I mean, exactly how you would have drawn it up, right?
Big time Aguilar. Big time. He didn't probably.
No, they called the timeout. They got a timeout before, so no delay of game.
He probably didn't think he's going to get talked about this much either.
No.
Going to get the motion right this time. I think their biggest issue is he stopped the motion short.
I'll hand this one to the right side. Spin move by Henry. Another spin move back across the grain. Got room. Cuts inside. Still on his feet. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down as Man Robinson in on that tackle.
And you got Andrew out there trying to lay a block, and Henry cut it just a step too soon. If he'd have set it up one more step, he's not getting touched right there by the next guy, and he's able to get a few more yards.
We got a PI roofing penalty. Might have been a substitution issue here as our official right here on the side, or a sideline warning maybe. I don't know, but he threw the flag onto the sideline. Coach Gibson and the rest of them are down there like, what happened?
And Braylon Crosby from Maumelle just threw his hands up like it was on them. He wasn't too happy about it.
So you asked for this last week,
yeah,
and it's there.
Yep.
That big nasty guy you were talking about on the offensive line, former Razorback.
Okay.
Johnny Gibson.
I got you. Yep. Okay, I know the name.
I did
know
too.
The name.
Yeah. I think it was Kyle Sutherland that said it the other day, and I was like, I don't know how I didn't even realize that.
See, and we've talked about it. That's the issue with football. It's like I know his name. I don't know his face.
Exactly.
I've never seen his face.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen his size, and he is rather large. Makes sense that he played offensive line, or he played,
So what was the penalty?
College. I don't know. Had we been watching, we probably
I'm sure Kristen got it. The comment section can probably tell us what the penalty was.
They know better than we do anyway.
It's been a little bit, but yeah. I think that's actually right.
Yeah, I retired medically too. Had I kept playing, I'd have got killed by the bigger players.
Where's he at?
Who? Yeah, he's right down here on this end.
The biggest one down there.
Yeah. Bjork steps up through the pressure, takes off around the right side, but he can't get that corner. And again, the speed. Ja'Cory Smith chased him down, pushes him out of bounds, and bring up second down with 4:01 left in the half.
Yeah, I mean, they just got 11 playing. He's just spying back there. Wherever the quarterback goes, he's going, and it's tough to outrun him. He's got that speed. Bjork's got some too, but he's just hawking them down.
Yeah. And again, you expect a Bobby Bolding coach defense to be tough, and that's what they are. So Bjork gets the snap. He'll fake it to Wiley, trying to set up the screen, and too tall for the diminutive Wiley. And
hey, they threw the flag. He got the
flag.
flag.
He got the flag. Oh, no, we got another. We got 3 or 4 Acre PI roofing penalty flags.
The same guy
threw
throw
the flag.
The same guy threw both. I don't know that he threw it for the, semi-flop that we saw. He probably got pushed a little bit.
So a couple of quick updates in the Maumelle frustrated. It's probably going to be offsetting instead of the first down. But a couple unsportsmanlike on
Both
Parkview.
ways,
and, yep. Going to go on both sides. So all that for nothing other than to write a few things on the piece of paper down there.
I'm sure it was after the play, so the play still counts, I would assume.
Yep. It'll be, what is it? It's third down, right?
It says 2 on the sticks.
Okay. So second down and 11. Mills, boy, Mills just keeps rolling. 28-0 over Ashdown right now in the second.
Now it's third.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought we were at third. So third down and 10.
They just hadn't switched it, waiting for the penalty all.
Again, this Parkview defense creating some havoc here as Maumelle just cannot get anything going. Yep, 3rd and 10. Bjork gets the snap. Good protection. Steps through it, though. And he'll be pulled down as he crosses the – it's going to be a sack. Drop down at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard. And that'll bring up a 4th and 11. With the clock running at 3:24 to go in the half.
Thinking of 78, Marlon Liddell. You've said his name a couple times already. You said good protection, right? They were washing him by, but then he had to step up to not get caught from behind. And then at that point, that's whenever your defensive tackles are able to make some plays.
Christian Jackson laid onto the field. So Warrior Benson will try to kick this one away. This has been an adventure.
It has. First two hadn't been great.
And this is a much better kick.
Now just be able to make a play.
Now watch out, though. Man makes the catch at midfield, and good job as they pin him on the sideline and take him out.
Now they slowed down a little bit there. I got nervous because as that ball kept flying, both of our gunners kind of slowed down. They don't give him that much room. You want to have as little amount of room as possible whenever he catches that football.
That right there is one. That's a special athlete. Oklahoma's got a good one.
Hey, those guys, you don't need to worry about where the ball's at. You run to the returner that you're getting ready to tackle. Don't worry about where the ball's at, if it's over your head or anything. It doesn't matter if the ball touches you as much as if it touches them.
And we got a PI, yep.
Personal foul from our producer extraordinaire over here, who watches the game while we miss all the flags.
I know, right? He's actually got to look the whole time now because he's got to keep up with something on the screen over there.
You figured out
so
the
he's
key.
Got it down.
That's
yeah.
the key. That's what you did. He did. He has eaten over here. That's the one thing
I haven't even had a
do.
piece of. Hey, over 400 people watching right now. We appreciate you guys. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. It doesn't just help us out, though. It gives us the ability to continue to promote these student athletes on the field at a higher level. So please hit that subscribe button. Murphy and Settles in the backfield. Elston in motion. They go up the middle to Settles, and he's met in the backfield. Bounces off a couple guys, and what should have been a 3-yard loss ends up as about a yard gain.
Looks like on the replay, the personal foul ended up being on 78 on Liddell, I think.
Oh, wow.
You caught it. It was caught right at the end. You saw him walking away from 3 Hornets, and he kind of throwing his hands up with the flag on the ground. Couldn't see what it was. I just caught the number late.
So 2nd and 9 as we're down to 2:15 left in the half. Let's get the ball after the half. Like to make a stop. They want to go deep. And too deep as he was looking for Marshall.
McFadden in coverage, and he was in phase right there. McFadden, that was good coverage. It would have had to been a perfect ball for that one to be completed with the coverage that you had on that.
I think we've got some Parkview fans
Figure they want to hear, they want to hear something too. Unfortunately, they can't over there.
Yeah, I was going to look and see if they've even still got their stream up. That would be disappointing.
Tell Will just to put a picture up, says go to Maumelle Sports Network.
I mean, as Murphy rolls and just tosses it up, and that's going to be picked?
No, just incomplete.
Okay. Okay, they got sound down there. Good. I hear Trip.
I hear
Good.
Trip over there. The third best voice on all of the networks.
Wait, I'm just kidding. They don't have sound over there. Don't go over there.
We didn't say that. Who was in coverage? I think it was one over there. That's what we probably should talk about. Caden Brooks was in coverage over there.
Did Caden change shoes?
He was green, yellow, whatever last week.
Yeah, he's not wearing the highlighters. So 4th down as Man comes in to punt. And Henry, who had one called back, an 82-yarder called back last week. We're not set. Thank you. Golly, we did that a lot last week. That went over the head of Henry. He's going to let that one go. So we got a PI roofing penalty. And
good little roll there.
If I'm a Parkview fan, I am not happy because that clock stopped running at 2. It never started at 2 minutes.
They stopped the clock like it was a dead ball. Anthony Kennedy's confused. He's throwing his hands up. Why is there a flag? What did we do?
Don't worry, did we give him a first down?
Don't worry. It's not on you. It's not on you. You're fine. He was like, Coach, we just made another stop, and now there's a flag?
Now, I'm not at liberty to give out too much information right now, but since we got a little break.
Sounds like he's about to.
I'm not. I don't want Will yelling at me. But
he'll come over here right now.
I know, right? But if you're enjoying our coverage of some of these Parkview games, Little Rock School District, we got a potentially a little something coming for you basketball season. So stay tuned to Natural State Sports. We'll hopefully have an announcement here real soon.
There you go. There's just a little sell, right? The cliffhanger. Want to make sure everybody comes back for basketball.
That's right. We're going to put Andy Gates on that call. Play-by-play. Is that Andrew? Having a hard time seeing these numbers. Hey, can y'all hit the light button? Just hit that button up there. And Bjork gives it away. Uh-oh, big hole!
Jacob.
Henry across the 30, cuts inside his man, slams him down at the 42. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
Come on, Jacob. You could have tried to outrun him. You had a step on him.
Where's the stiff arm, don't let man throw you down. Throw man down.
No, there's a lot of whistles.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, we had something happen down here. We got a flag at the 39-yard line way over here.
Let's add 15 more to it the right way.
Maybe. I don't know. Moppin looks upset. I don't know. And I'm wondering if they ran into a player, if an official ran into a player here. And it's going to be a sideline warning, so.
Well, at least it's just a warning.
Yeah. It's not a warning. We're walking yards off.
Did they already get one? I know they threw one.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
He's not sure what's going on.
All right, so 1st and 10, down to one. Somehow still 150 on that clock. Doesn't seem to be right.
Because we're at home.
Yeah. So 3 receivers here to the near side of the field. Hampton, Sublett, and Christian Jackson are your receivers. Henry in the backfield with Bjork.
Almost false start.
Bjork keeps. Oh, the ball was tipped. He had Warrior Benson on a little slant, but it got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Was that 52, Edwards Jr.? That maybe tipped it. He's the one that looked like he walked away from it.
I missed who got a hand up. I was too focused on the fact that 17 was wide open.
He was. He had space.
Now we got another whistle stopping play. Oh, we got a football sitting down at the 34-yard line.
No, it was 15. It was Edwards, Christian Edwards.
A different Edwards.
Yeah, it felt weird saying that. I was like, did I not just say Edwards?
It's not an Edwards Jr., it's the Edwards Sr. I probably should quit using so much internet on my phone. It might help the hotspot.
If you'd get off of it.
Well, I'm trying to check the scores from other games, too.
You can tell them at halftime.
I guess you're right. Bjork, he'll give it away. Henry, made one man miss, but that's it. Give him 2 down to the 44-yard line. Third down and 8.
Kind of laid down on him a little long on that one. And then pulled him up. I don't know that the defender's supposed to pick up the offensive player. I know at least in college, if you're pulling people off the pile that aren't on your team, that's 15.
So Nathan Thomas Jr. into the game at running back next to Bjork. Hornets kind of in between here. They got to let some clock run, but they want to get a first down. Under a minute to play here in the first half.
They got to get them to start the clock before they can let the clock run.
Right. At least we're not on the 51-yard line tonight.
Yet.
Bjork fakes it, steps up, gets away from pressure, now just has to chunk it, got a man, Warrior Benson, they're going to give it to him. No, they're going to say he trapped it. Warrior Benson trying to, I think he did. I don't think it was a catch. It was a nice sell job by Benson.
I think he did. I tell you what, though, going back to look at it, I wanted to know if they could have got a little PI, a little pushing the back on him once that ball was in the air.
Now we'll see what the decision here is on 4th and 7.
Looks like they've already walked Bjork off. Looks like they're going.
Yeah, Warrior Benson going to punt it. That's I think it's the right decision here. 40 seconds. Last thing you want to do is give Parkview the ball here on their own territory.
You better get out there. You got 10 seconds before, and we're just lollygagging. And now we got one guy coming off. It ain't going.
No,
happen.
Just take it. Well, you can't take the timeouts with you anyway. Might as well use them. I just got an update from SB Live telling me that the Jonesboro-Robinson game kicked off.
Thanks, SB.
Hey, Nate, that game kicked off a long time ago, buddy.
So the guy that got pushed was Jackson Hampton, who was 5 yards in front of the ball. I knew somebody got pushed, but it wasn't a receiver. He wasn't able to catch it, so that's why he didn't get nothing there.
I feel like I've arrived, Tyler. I got a text message from the man, Steve Sullivan.
The only reason you got a text message from Steve is because you texted him first.
Because he asked me to text him.
It wasn't because he wanted to. He just needed.
He needed rosters. He needed me. He
needed something. Whoever he could get it from, he was going to get it from, and you were just the guy that was in front of him.
SB Live not winning me over right now. Now they're telling me the Valonia-Sylvan Hills game just started.
I will say he was very complimentary of your company.
He was.
I will say that.
Sully has been very supportive of everything we do. He's had access. Yeah, we were finalists for a Sully year one.
We got nominated, me and Chris, on the Mills game with Robinson.
Well, then they never gave it to anybody, though.
For some reason, we didn't win it. I don't know.
I don't think anybody won it that year. And Robinson breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally going to be brought down by 33, Zaylen Pruitt.
Yeah, that's on Robinson. He's just mouthing the whole
still
time.
Mouthing, yeah.
That better just be on him because he stood up and immediately was looking down at the guy that tackled him, yelling at him. That shouldn't go both ways.
Yeah, and that's not a smart play if you're Parkview and if you're Robinson there, because right now you're in range to let Murphy try to get. I mean, with Aguilar, you get 30 yards and
you got time to get some yards and kick it if you have to. But if you get 15 backwards after that good return, that's not.
You ruin the returns, what you just did. You get a great return, keep your mouth shut. Yeah. And so it'll be unsportsmanlike on Robinson.
It should just be on them.
And it is.
Yeah, he looks like he's thinking. Okay, yeah.
I was waiting on it.
You're thinking about it.
That was the great thing about being down in Melissa last Saturday was they have the plugs, and we could connect to the ref's mic and actually run it across the broadcast, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Gotta get that. Maybe if we had a $58 million facility or whatever you said it was.
Yeah, but you know what? Those are easy things to do if you just do it on the front end. Like that doesn't cost a lot of money. It's just running a wire up here.
Okay, well, go get your wires, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, we can run. Hey, we can run all kinds of stuff. We want to wire this place up. Murphy. Over the middle. What a catch by Elston. One-handed catch, breaks a tackle. Elston gets around Honeybun, trying to get to the outside, stays inbounds. Oh, what a move at the 40. That's a late hit. Oh, throw the flag. Elston just put a forearm shiver into the defender in the white.
And then he looked down at him and yelled at him.
It taunted him. Wow.
And he was right there.
And maybe the official's saying he was trying to defend himself from the hit coming, but, man, I don't know.
But then, to me, you also have a blindside block coming on the edge. He doesn't just stand there. We've talked about it. He gets into him to try and block him. Now Maupin's going to talk to the white hat, I bet.
Looks like he just wants to talk to his team here, I think. Maybe he saw something there that,
No, he's.
Yeah, he's got something to say.
He's pointing at him.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he's just making sure with 17 seconds they make sure they keep their heads straight. Don't give them a free 15 and then put them in field goal or touchdown range with only 17 seconds left.
Yeah, make sure you join us for our Ackles halftimes. We'll have, I believe, both bands are set to perform tonight, so we'll have that for you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Either one. If you go with the defended himself because the guy's coming at him, fine, I got you. But then whenever you stare down, you just got a penalty on Omarion for the same thing.
That's all I have.
And now he's flexing at the other sideline.
At the sideline, yeah.
He was over here talking trash.
All right, so here we go. 17.8 left on the clock. Murphy, quarterback, drops. He wants to go deep. Instead has to step up. A lot of room. He's across the line of scrimmage when he threw that.
He had a leg behind it.
Caught, but we got the penalty down here. This is coming back. Yeah, they threw it. Both sides threw it. He was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
Remember, every part of your body has to be across it. Now, they're not going to review it, and they're probably going to get it. It's probably because they both threw it.
And they dropped the flag at the 48-yard line. So, this is for sure going to be.
I want to see the replay to see if
it was really close.
If we had replay in high school now, because as long as he's got a toe or a hand back behind it, he's not all the way across the line of scrimmage.
And that is the call, illegal forward pass. So
that's fine. Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just happy we don't have replay. It's not the state championship.
Bring this one back. That's big, though, because you were in Aguilar's range right then.
Oh, absolutely.
And now with 8.8, they got to have a little luck because you got to get something complete and get down. They do have all 3 timeouts, so that's not an issue. if you hit that right
Yeah,
there.
we're live now, but that was
Yeah.
too far. So I got to go back a little bit. I like this. We need to have this every time.
I will. I finally found that in my garage when I was looking for some other pieces that we need.
It was close. It was close enough to call it.
And now Parkview wants the timeout.
It was close enough to call it for sure.
So that'll give me an opportunity to talk about some sponsors. Of course, our touchdown sponsor, which we have not got to talk about, who provided us a great meal tonight with Hog Wild Pizza, a pepperoni pizza, and a Pizookie. It's our friends over at American Pie Pizza. Go see them, 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Call them online, or you can call them at 501-758-8800 or visit them online at ampiepizza.com. Razorbacks play at 11 o'clock in the morning. Pretty good spot to go and, get you some pizza, watch the game, get you some of those the spicy nacho, the queso nachos, wings, sandwiches, salads. They got it all.
I would love to go, Steve, but you invited me to the game tomorrow. Had to turn you down on that. I got a baby shower, but luckily in today's world, I just got my phone.
Yeah.
And I can watch it while I'm there.
I'm going to have a tough time because the game, Razorbacks are 11, and that game's at 11.
Oof.
Hey, we made it through basketball season last year. I missed a lot of basketball games because we were calling basketball games on Tuesday nights.
Yeah,
so.
but, was it worth watching last year?
No.
For the majority of the time,
No.
Unfortunately.
And we hope that tomorrow's worth watching. It's worth watching just because I'm going to watch Nico.
To be more worth watching than I thought at first, before the season started.
Fake it to Elston. Murphy, good, has to move. Now he just dumps it off to Elston.
Nobody there.
Elston, a lot of room. He cuts across the field. Looking for some help. Back to the middle. Breaks a tackle. Makes big hit. Big hit at the 32-yard line.
And that's half. That's Forte. Forte running all the way downfield to make a hit. Look at it. Now he's running all the way off.
Look at Baby Cakes. So Baby Cakes with the big tackle in the half. That'll do it for our first half of play. After a half, Parkview leads this one here at Hornets Stadium 9-0. Hang with us here for our Akel's halftime shows. We'll have stats and our band performing. Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza.
My name is Brandon Aker. I'm the owner and pharmacist here at Aker Family Pharmacy in Maumelle. So here in our pharmacy, we like to focus on a hyper-personalized relationship with our patients, and that continues into our service sets. So we offer free delivery, curbside vaccinations, as well as custom compounded medications, including extended hours as well. I think you don't know the level of intimacy that you're going to get with your patients until you really get in it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted. And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
Nation. your Maumelle High School marching band. Welcome to our season sponsor, Tractor Supply Distribution Center in Maumelle and Maumelle Family Band. And, as always, go Hornets!
Welcome back, folks, as we are just about set to get things started here in our second half. I was like, why is my sound so much worse? There we go. Now we're better. Okay. I forgot I turned it down a little bit during the band so it wouldn't just like squeal through there. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging around with us for our Akel's halftime show. Good job by both Parkview and Maumelle bands. And we are just about set To get things started here in the second half, we're going to take a look at our first half stats as both teams have made their way back out onto the field, preparations for the second half. As we look across our stats there in that first half, total yards rushing in the first half, Maumelle ran for 101 yards on the ground, whereas Parkview just 62. A net of 50 for Parkview, whereas a net of 73 for Maumelle. Passing-wise, 103 for Parkview, really coming on 2 big plays, and then only 25 yards passing for the Hornets in that first half. That's really your difference. Hornets 2 out of 13 passing the football. It was not a good first half through the air, so got to get that cleaned up. We'll see if we get some adjustments there. Penalty-wise, much better than we saw last week, just 4 penalties, 41 yards. Parkview 6 penalties for 48 yards. And on third down, Parkview 1 out of 5. Maumelle 1 out of 7. As we look at the individual stats again, thanks to Jim Ashley for getting us our stats. Rushing-wise, Quentin Murphy, the leading rusher for Parkview, 6 carries, 32 net yards. And then Murphy also, of course, leading passer, 6 out of 12, 103 yards and a touchdown. Elston leading the way receiving with 5 catches for 71 yards, and Kyron Marshall a catch for 32. Robinson punted once for 46. Really the story of this one, Solomon Aguilar averaging 53 yards per kickoff. He's got 3 field goals. He's the difference in a 9-0 game. And we'll look over at the Hornets side. Individual stats, Jacob Henry once again leading the load in the backfield. 6 carries, 67 yards. Andrew Bjork, 6 carries, 14 yards. Wiley, 3 carries for 8 yards. And Jackson Hampton, 1 for 2. Everybody else in negative. Bjork, 1 out of 6 passing for 25. Warrior, 1 out of 7. That's not going to win a whole lot of football games. 2 out of 13 in the first half. Jackson Hampton, 1 catch for 25 yards. All right, well, we are just about set here as our teams are finishing up their final warm-ups. And
how do we get the scoreboard back?
all right, so hang on one second. All right, sorry guys, we're working through some. We are training on the job right now with Andy. His first time sitting at the computer.
He's still getting paid. That's what he said. Just so that you know.
Okay. We got you.
And I'm still trying to remember. I've done 2-3 basketball games, so I can do some of it.
Yeah.
There's a couple I don't remember how to do it. You don't have to move the scoreboard as much in the basketball games.
Yeah, we were talking about that today in a meeting, and we're talking about scoreboards. I'm like, the good thing, like with vMix that we're using on the Parkview side of things right now, is that all integrates with. It doesn't matter the scoreboard, so they don't have to keep up with that.
Do they have the ports for that?
It's usually Bluetooth. It just connects wirelessly. So
with all these Daktronic scoreboards.
Yep. All right, so it'll be Wiley and Jackson back to return here for the Hornets. Aguilar set to kick off. We'll get things set going here in our second half. Hornet football, Tyler, you and I kind of talked about this. Or we talked about it at half. This is a pretty important drive for the Hornets. What you don't want to do here is not score and then Parkview get the ball back and potentially get a big play. Wiley from the 5. Coyote looking for the corner. Cuts inside at the 20, and he'll be drugged down at the 22-yard line. That's where this drive will start.
Yeah, gets a few yards there, and as you were just kind of mentioning, right, you want to be able to do something here. Your defense has really stepped up. Even like the 3 field goals they have has been in short yardage, right, when they've been backed up already, so they've not given up a ton. The last drive they gave a little bit, but they didn't have much time, so they were just trying to keep them from getting too close. But you want your offense to be able to pitch in here just to give that defense another breath so that they know that they're out there and they've got really something to compete for.
All right, so it'll be Levi Warrior in the backfield to start things here in the second half at quarterback. 2 receivers in the near side, 1 to the far side. Claps and fakes the handoff. Goes right. A lot of room to run for Warrior. And, lost his helmet as he goes forward. And he'll have an Acre Pharmacy first down. Have to come off field.
You tighten that chin strap, young man.
That really wasn't much of a hit.
No, I mean, he got hit. He took a hit, but it wasn't a hit that should make a helmet fly that is securely fastened to your head.
So Bjork right back out onto the field here quickly in the second half.
You know, some guys, they like their helmet more comfortable than secure, though, and that's what happens.
High snap, got it down, hands it away, up the middle. Nice 5-yard gain.
There you go. Good, good. Good job by Bjork to handle that and get it down because timing, it's all about timing. You get a snap like that, it can throw everything off. Bjork really quick with his hands, get it down there to Henry and let him run.
Warrior right back out on the field. They'll stay 3 receivers here to the near side. Nobody split wide on the far side. I think that's Henry in the backfield.
Yep.
It is. Warrior fakes it,
Oh,
pump fake. Got it. Oh, that's a
There's a-
hold. Where's the flag? There we
it
go.
is,
All
there
right.
it is.
Finally.
The other, I mean, he had him beat. They had a little double move, and he settled down. He chopped his feet, and then whenever he gets vertical, he just gets in front of him, grabs him, and doesn't let him get free.
Who did he get? Did he get Omarion?
I think so.
Oh, Cam got fooled on it too.
Yeah, I mean, they broke on it hard, and as soon as they broke, he times it well. He gets vertical, and they just grab him, don't let him go anywhere. Which, I will say, as a defensive coach, you'd rather him grab him right there than give up a touchdown.
Yes.
15 yards is much better than 60 and 6 points.
Yeah, especially with the way this game goes. I truly feel we're one big play away from one of its teams to kind of start maybe an opportunity to separate themselves. Obviously, it'd take 2 scores for the Hornets to get in the lead, but I think a big play here could change the dynamic. Pump
him
fake.
again.
Got him. Warrior Benson just got to run under it. Oh, and he missed him. Threw it wide.
That's Hampton.
Hampton, sorry. Kristen, our camera operator, just about got run through on that play. Lord have mercy. I'd have heard that one all night.
Oh, and he got it. It's a great route. Just a little stick and go. Got the pump fake. Got him 2 plays in a row on it. Just a little bit too deep. And again, we talked about last week. That is a tough ball to catch. You're trying to look over your shoulder and locate that and then catch it. It's difficult.
I know it's a different sport, but there's a reason why Willie Mays' catch has always been kind of lived in infamy. The play he made over the shoulder. Hand this one away. I think that's Thomas. Thomas, got tripped up. He looked like he had a seam and instead got tripped at the 40, falls to the 39.
He's running, and then he just immediately falls down. It was really fast.
Like a bear trap on the turf or something. The Hornets want to go quick.
And that's tough. You had him wide open, and it just now put you behind the sticks a little bit. You had 2nd and 10, 3rd and 7. But the play call was there.
So trips here to the near side again. And they'll fake it to Thomas. Got him in the seam. Good throw. Good ball.
Warrior Benson.
And Warrior Benson with the catch. And that'll be enough for right at the stick. Should be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Yeah,
and
he's
it is.
waving him on. And he's been, I mean, that route's been there, right? Just that real quick kind of slant. They're getting them to bite on the run. That's why you set up the run, so you can get those linebackers to move a little bit out of that window, pull it, and get rid of it quick.
So it'll be Palmer, Hampton, and Warrior Benson, the receivers here on the near side. Henry back in the game at running back. Warrior still in at quarterback. Sublett, your tight end. Warrior surveys, looks at the sideline, claps his hands. Gets the snap, fakes to Henry, wants to go deep. Looking for Palmer. Palmer is there. Hand fighting. A nice play back there as that one's knocked away by Jermaine Penny. No 9-on-9 crime here.
Really good. I mean, good coverage by Penny. Now, he had a step on him. Palmer had a step on him, and the ball was just slightly underthrown, but we talked about it. You want the ball. Underthrown's better if he can turn around and get it. But Penny's able to get his head around, get his hand up, and then you're not going to get the flag there because you have as much right to the ball as the other guy.
Yeah, and to your point, the difference there is Penny turned and found the ball, whereas on our play, we ran right through the guy. Now they'll hand this one away to Henry, and Henry going to be stacked up after maybe, we'll see. I don't think he got anything. They're going to mark this back at the 31.
And to be clear now, face guarding is legal in Arkansas high school football now. You don't have to turn around. But if the receiver's coming back towards you and running into you and you're not turned around, then you're going to get the penalty. So if he's still running and your hands are up and you don't make any contact with him, that's not a foul anymore. But you've got to allow him to come back if you're not turned around for the ball either.
Great explanation there, Tyler. That's why we have you here. The Warrior 3rd and 9. Got the running back. Swings it out to him. Needs to make a man miss, and he can't. Great tackle out there. That's Ja'Cory Smith again. And it'll be 4th and 10. We'll see what the Hornets want to do. So, again, kind of to the point we talked about at halftime, Tyler. They had a good drive in the first half, but it stalled out about this part of the field. And here we are again, what looked to be a promising drive, 4th and 11. This is a tough convert here for the Hornets.
Yeah, just throwing it deep hurts you. They were both open. Don't get me wrong. It puts you behind the sticks, and being behind the sticks is tough whenever you're playing against a team that's this fast because there's only so much you can do.
Warrior fakes it to Henry. Henry picks up the block. Warrior got room, steps up. Now looks, throwing, and not a good throw. Over the head. It works as a punt, though. But now a lot of room to run the other way, and he may go. And now broke a tackle. And can they catch him? They finally will as Warrior Benson runs him down all the way inside the 30 at the 28. And once again, Parkview going to start a drive in great field position.
And that's the opposite of what we're asking for, right? You want to be able to go down, you want to be able to get some points on the board to keep your defense in it. And then unfortunately you throw a pick. He's trying to make something happen, and he has two guys there, but it just overthrows both of them. And now you've got a defense that you hope that their head's still going to be up. They're not going to kind of fall back a little bit with that sudden change. You hope they can stay tough. But it's the hardest situation right there. And then Forte, one of our good offensive linemen, good defensive linemen, he took a big hit getting blocks trying to make the play there that he came off quick, and he was a little limping, as you call Band-Aids over there, messing with him now.
So Murphy settles. 2 Razorback commits in the backfield right now. Murphy will keep it. Back up the middle. Nice move. He may go. Murphy, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as Quentin Murphy scores the American Pie Pizza touchdown, and Parkview leads this one 15-0 with 7:59 to go here in the third.
Unfortunately, that's the worst start you could ask for, the exact opposite of what you're looking for. But you pay attention up front there. To me, it looks like it was quarterback run the whole time. You're running a GT, you're pulling the left guard, left tackle on the side of the quarterback, and he's pulling it, and he's got lead blockers. That's the one you just got to make sure your eyes are right at linebacker, and you're reading your keys to know where to go. And Jaden Gabriel ended up there, but overruns it. Quentin's able to cut it back, and you don't have any help from the backside.
So Aguilar on for the extra point. He'll get it down, kick is up, and he booms this one out of the stadium. And so it's 7:59 to go in the third. Still two-score game, but Parkview leads at 16-0.
Yeah, tough change of momentum there. You're moving the ball, you're moving the ball, you're moving the ball. And like you said, it could have been just like a punt if we were able to make the initial tackle, but then a big return, and there goes all that momentum, and then one play touchdown.
So now you don't want to labor on a point over and over, but again, we talked about how important it was to go score. You didn't. Then you give up semi-big play, 28-yard touchdown run, but a couple of big plays to get you down there after the turnover. And then the big run by Murphy. Now you're down 2 scores, 16-0, 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. You really got to answer here.
And then just mopping. Well, I'm just watching Moppin on the sideline talking to some of his defensive guys. He's not happy with how they played that one play, right? You have that switch. It's really hard to come out and be able to play. He's talking about, guys, you didn't go and bring the hit to the guys that were pulling. You sit there and waited on them, and if you wait on them, it gives too much room to those athletes to be able to go to work, and then it's 88 out the gate like you just saw.
So Aguilar to kick. And it looks like
it's 18 again. This is Jackson.
Jackson trying to get around the corner. Boy, we got to get north-south. Instead, going to be pulled down. They're going to give him the 15-yard line. That's where the Hornets will start this drive.
Yeah, you don't know. Not sure how they set up their kick return. If they try and get some kick returns, you try and get to one side of the field. But if they kick it to the other side of the field, it's tough to get all the way over there. You just kind of want to get some positive yards and get what you can get.
Is that Warrior?
There's a shadow right now. No, that's Andrew. They're missing a lineman.
Yeah, 15, there we come. That's number 60.
50?
Or, is it 50? Sorry. That's Landon McEwen.
Missing a left tackle. You need one of those.
Yeah, he's kind of important.
Run it with Andrew.
Bjork got room. Trying to try to get outside. Nice spin. Oh, he's hit hard as he crosses the 20. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of a first down at the 23-yard line.
Listen, I see what Andrew's trying to do there. He sees he's got a blocker or two if he cuts it left. Just keep it north, and you get those next 2 yards, you get the first down. You're not going to bust one, but, again, team speed, you're probably not going to bust one anyway, right? So get as many yards as you can, get north, get the first down, and then play the next set of downs.
Now Bjork claps his hands. I think that's Wiley next to him. Bjork got to step up, stepped right into it, just tries to dump it off to Wiley. So it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Oh, some cramping.
Maybe so. Let's say you need, get it. I don't know. Is that a cream reaching for his hamstring? Let's hope this is a cramp. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
You know, we didn't see any of that last week.
And it was warmer and more humid than it is tonight.
Yeah, I mean, now, if you watch the Robinson PA game, you'd have thought Robinson was just like a mash unit over there. It was awful.
Well, I mean, you play PA. PA moves fast, and now you got to match that speed. And the more you got to match it, the more likely you are to come down with a few cramps here and there.
And it's every year. That's an issue every year when Robinson goes over and plays that first game. Every time I've called those games, they've had.
I mean, Liz, you can tell the kids to hydrate as much as you want, but until they start feeling those cramps, it doesn't hit home as much as it does once they're cramping on Friday night.
So Warrior and Henry in the backfield. 3rd down and 2, 4 receivers in the set. They'll move Henry to the right side. And they give it to him. Henry tried to stretch it. He's not going to get it. Well, maybe breaks a tackle. Nope. Again, that team speed by Parkview shut that one down at the 20. And so that's a loss of 3. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Hornets are going to have to punt, I would assume.
It's never great when you break 3 tackles and you still lose yards.
They make now they're going to. I was about to say, surely not. This is a critical moment. I'm going to tell you right now, keep this ball away from 2. I'd kick it at this sideline the best. I'm not letting 2 touch this football.
Give it to Penny.
And he's dangerous too.
And he's going to. And then he ends up. Not set.
They didn't get it all. Either not set or
delay
0.
again.
It's going to be one or the other.
And they're having to call 3 different times. They're having to yell at a guy to come on to the punt team, and that you're getting tired. Unfortunately, you might be getting out of it, even though it's still a 2-possession game. You got to make sure you stay locked in. They shouldn't be having to yell at you whenever it was 4th down. You should have known that it was 3rd down when it was 3rd down.
And Parkview, a championship mentality, they're going to stay locked in. They're going to keep going. Spiraling kick, but they do keep it away from Robinson, but not a great kick. Great field position again for the Patriots.
He did part of what you asked. Hopefully you can get more yardage.
I think we got a penalty. We do a PI roofing penalty back here at the 14-yard line.
Maybe
see what this
holding
is.
on the gunner over there.
And going to be an illegal formation.
At 10,
5. They're going to decline it. Yeah. I wouldn't want him to. I mean, the only win and potentially kicking that again if you're Parkview is you might get Robinson to touch it.
You catch it and you get a chance. Instead, you take it on the 34.
Now, I will say that obviously Parkview's not really had a long field to have to go down much of this game, but Momah's done a good job of limiting the big play. I mean, I think the 28-yard rush there by Murphy was the longest play of the game.
Yeah, the longest one that hadn't get called back.
Yeah. So Murphy, I think that settles next to him, and it is. Murphy wants to throw, looks for Penny. It's incomplete.
It's just defense. They had a little bit more time to be ready this time. It wasn't a quick shift. Now you want to come out, make sure that you're doing your job, your eyes are where they're supposed to be, you're competing, keep it a 2-possession game.
Reminder, make sure if you're a podcast person, you listen to our guys Kyle Sutherland and Kevin Bohannon on the Arkansas Preps Weekly podcast every week, anywhere you get podcasts. It's a great podcast to listen to, all your high school sports information. Murphy kept it, and BJ beats us all over him.
BJ, listen, that read, they leave him unblocked, and they're going to read him. The way you beat that is you attack the mesh, right? You go to where they're going to hand it off so that you're right there. And BJ attacked the mesh, made him choose quick, and then he's able to change direction and make the tackle. You get too many guys, they stop and watch to see what you're going to do. And when you stop and your feet stop, now you're beat. You attack the mesh.
Murphy gets it. Wants to throw left side, and too much on that one, out of bounds.
Yep, pretty good coverage there, too. Caden Brooks
Yeah,
breaking on that.
I was going to say, I think if that throws on target, Brooks may be running a little ways the other way with it.
Yeah, it was high. He's at least got a really good chance to get in between it and knock it down, if not pick it off.
So we're just beyond the range of the big-legged Aguilar at 4th and 12 from the 36. So Robinson will come into punt, and I would be all over safe punt right now, this part of the field.
Play defense. Let him kick it out of the end zone. Oh, no. False start.
I think they set and then move. I don't know. There it is. Yep.
But what did he do? He asked the ref, then he bends down.
What did he do?
Maybe when he checked with the ref said back up and he didn't listen?
I don't know. But the line of scrimmage was the 36-yard line.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know what happened.
I've been imploring guys to get off the white. And Robbins, what a kick. That's going to get through the end zone.
Let it roll.
Go, ball. Watch out. Oh, my goodness. Did that hit him?
They said he threw the bean.
Oh,
he threw the bag. But it could have touched if he could have thrown the bag because it touched the kicking team.
He just pointed that way. I think he got that wrong, but he just pointed Parkview football. You got to turn around and point this way. They're saying Parkview football.
Nobody recovered it.
They're saying touch. Okay.
Touchback. Yeah.
Golly.
It's either way. It's not Parkview ball.
Yeah, no one possessed
it. Out of the end zone.
Man, I was like.
And then Parkview must have touched it. And a rule that a lot of people don't know: if the kicking team touches it, the return team can do whatever. They can pick it up. They can fumble. The kicking team can pick up the fumble, score a touchdown. But if the kicking team touched it first and something happens, it's a dead ball there.
And whistles and a PI. Here we go again. He's not like.
Same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
But if you can teach your kids, if the kicking team touches it, you can pick it up and try and do whatever you want. Because if anything happens for them, it's a dead ball from where it touched. He just threw that flag so he could go pick up his beanbag.
It was it was a formation penalty. Somebody wasn't on the line or was off the line. I don't know.
I'm sure the same thing that we just saw with Elson.
But isn't that penalty thrown on the snap? Don't they have the opportunity to still get set before they snap it?
I don't know what he's actually calling, so that I can't.
That play looked wrong from the beginning. I think that's Bjork.
It was a read play, but it looked like you had 2 or 3 guys that were left unblocked to read.
Yeah, and you see the conversation here. There was a lot of confusion on that play.
Micah Johnson, I think, 0. He's feeling something.
Well, we got a stoppage.
He got a little limp to him.
Somebody's hurt.
Yeah, 0, Micah Johnson for Parkview.
Oh, okay. I missed that. So I want to say thanks to our crew tonight, Cam Couples up here on our main cam. He's getting some help from the Parkview students over there as well. As our main feeds go into both broadcasts. And of course, Andy Gates on production. Kristen Henson down on our field cam. I'm Steve Henson. Tyler Chenault joining me as my broadcast partner every week. Bjork gets it, fakes it, throws it. And a lot of contact. Penny took it away. Interception, Parkview. What a play by Jermaine Penny. And it will be Parkview football. And now you got to kind of be careful because frustrations could start to boil over here.
Well, Penny doesn't want to let go of it because he wants them to think he had possession, but not Penny doesn't want to let go of it. Hampton didn't want to let go of it because he wanted to show that he caught it. And that's whenever you get guys pulling at guys trying to get them off, and that's where you get people getting mad. Now, Hampton did everything he could right there.
Yeah.
There's nothing more he could have done. He had a chance at catching it, and he almost got it out where it wasn't a pick, and he's got his head down, but he did every single thing he was supposed to do in that. It was just a great play by Penny on a ball that was slightly underthrown.
Again, this Parkview defense is legit. I mean, they've got D1 players all over it. So, and again, this is a team that's won back-to-back state championships, widely regarded as one of the, number one or number two team in the state. So, again, you almost feel like you got to play perfect, and the offense just hasn't gotten it done here tonight. So Settles and Murphy in the backfield. Murphy hands it away. Settles right up the middle. He'll trip and stumble after a gain of 3 to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, it's a team that's won back-to-back state championships. They're the overall overwhelming favorite to win it again this year. Like typically, you can take one team versus the field, and the field's going to have better odds. Not in the 5A. Parkview's going to have better odds than the field.
Yeah. And Parkview just returned so much. Now Settles left side, and he'll be stacked up and taken down.
Yeah, it's for good reason, right? We know why, because they've got half their team back, like all of their skill players just about. I don't know exactly about their linemen, but skill-wise, I mean, they got everybody, and then they added some more. They added a quarterback, right? They lost the quarterback from last year, but they added one that we know, again, is a big-time dude.
Yeah, I mean, so many. You got Jace White. You got several guys down there that, again, the quote-unquote transfer portal in high school, it's got guys everywhere. Murphy, Curl, Cott, Robinson. Stiff arm doesn't work as everybody goes down inside the 30, but it'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Caden Brooks, first one there to get him down. Keetron Green, I think, is over there second. I think it was Tari Ransom again. Got a hand on it to knock it down as it came out. Just a little bit too short, and he's really tall, so nothing else he could have done. But
now up the middle again, and Settles in after 4.
I think Parkview right now they've decided they're going to just try and pound on you now, let the clock keep running.
You got an injured Hornet.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. Is that Kennedy?
It's either Kennedy. I think it's Kennedy.
He looks tall enough to be Kennedy. I don't know that big of a body as anybody else. Where's Band-Aid at?
There he comes. Band-Aid's coming. He had to get his Band-Aids.
Kennedy, just don't try and get up. Let somebody come help you, buddy.
Let Band-Aid do his thing. Now, I think one thing you can take from this right now, it's lower back's where he's reaching, but I think one thing that you can take from it, you made the point there with on that play on the tackle by Gabriel. Again, outside of the 28-yard rush by Murphy, you've done a pretty good job of keeping these athletes contained in space.
No, you've not seen many big plays. You've kept everybody in front of you. You made tackles, a few missed tackles here and there. That's given a few chunk plays, but they've been really consistent at being able to get these guys down, and that's all you can ask for in any game, much less whenever you're playing a team like this. They've done their job. They've just been in bad situations most of the game, and it makes it really tough.
I'm looking down here at the sideline between the 40 and the 43-yard line. It just makes you wonder how you have two brothers that are that much different in size between Jalen Harris and Jordan Harris.
I mean, they're both tall.
Yeah, they're both tall.
They both got the height.
The other one got all the food from the table.
It's just a matter of the width.
Maybe Jordan spent time running from James.
Maybe so. That was Kennedy that's banged up as he's making his way off the field with Band-Aid. You were talking about the 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Obviously, on a turf field, it's 3 yards in a cloud of pebbles, but
right,
rubber pellets. But what was interesting in Melissa, their field base was wood chips.
Wonder if Texas has figured out that may be better injury-wise than pellets.
I wonder if it's injury-wise and maybe the field stays a little cooler. Because these black pellets, which in our end zones, I don't understand. I do not understand the difference in level of the turf. But anyway, here we go. Murphy, 2:15 left in the third. He wants to go deep, double coverage there. He's going to throw it anyway. Well out of bounds. It's triple coverage with the sideline.
Yeah, that's good coverage. Both of them. The ball, it wasn't really in a good spot that he was going to be able to catch it. You just kind of throw it up, hope it ends up there. But, you had him bracketed, and then you had the sideline helping you 3-on-1. It's tough to complete that. It's got to be perfect.
Looking at our total numbers, we've stayed right over 300 to over 400 most of this game. But I want to say that because not only do we have a great crowd on the broadcast, there's a good crowd out there in the stands right now. Hornet fans really showing up. Right side, got some room, trying to get the corner. He does, inside the 10-5. There goes the Kansas State commit. Montario Elston scores from 28 yards out. And with 1:59 to go here in the third, Parkview extends their lead to 22-0.
There's another chunk play. You got to outside. I mean, corners, your one job in the run is to make sure it doesn't get outside of you. And we're just not able to keep him contained. And if he hits the corner, it's going to be tough for anybody to be able to chase him down once he gets that far.
And now you start to see that maybe a little bit of the fatigue starting to show up a little bit. Again, back-to-back 28-yard touchdown runs for Parkview. And I said it last week when Tripp asked me what Parkview should do in a big situation, as Aguilar's extra point is good to make it 23-0. But Parkview just went to the ATM one more time, found Money Elston for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's tough. They're starting to wear on you. They run the ball, and really they've been in the middle. Then they get one outside of you, make you kind of have to switch up what you're looking at. Makes it tough to flip that switch, keep him in there. Just able to outrun you once he hits the corner.
As we update social media and such over here. That's what I'm doing anyway.
Listen, I got other coaches texting me saying something about my name on the radio. But I ain't on the radio. I'm on. At least I don't think.
I mean, we don't see your face. We could, though. We do have the cam. We got the booth cam tonight. Actually, you just see
right
belly.
Now, you don't. Yeah.
All you get is belly right now because we're standing up. I mean, no one wants to see that. I can promise you.
No. We'll just keep it off. We can turn that one off.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, Jay and Chris were complaining because Tripp and I had the booth cam and Melissa. So I wanted to make them mad by us having the booth cam tonight. Aguilar kicks this one deep. And Wiley, lost it. I got to let it go. And it does make its way barely into the end zone.
He tried to basket catch that thing, and it went right through a hole in the basket, and he's lucky it rolls back into the end zone.
A reminder, we're not done with high school football yet for the weekend, as Pine Bluff Zebras will host the Kimball, Texas Knights tomorrow at UAPB at 11 o'clock in the morning. And we'll have kickoff in the whole game right here, on the Natural State Sports Network on YouTube. So it'll be yours truly on play-by-play. Darius Robinson from the Mills Network will be my color commentator, and I think Kyle Sutherland's going to be there in some capacity.
Now you got guys saying they're glad they can't see me, Steve. I appreciate that.
They're glad they can't see either one of us, don't worry. And I don't care because my wife's hot. The ball's out, and Parkview is going to fall on this one. And, boy, when it rains, it pours, which it did before the game, and it's pouring now. 1:43 to go here in the third. Parkview leads 23-0. And they got the ball inside the 30-yard line.
Listen, Steve, I can't let you say that and then not say I'm in the exact same situation. I couldn't care less what everybody else thinks. Right? I got the lady that I got. I mean, it speaks for itself.
That's
right. That's me. You're not the only one getting brownie points.
I don't want you to look at me. I don't care.
You can look at me if you want. I don't care what you think about it.
Exactly. So now, what's the stoppage here? What are we doing? Do we have a timeout that I missed? No, still 3 on the board. And we get where's the TV guy with his numbers?
And his cord out.
I feel like that's what we're doing. We need one of those, Get enough sponsors, we can make it happen. Sorry, guys, we need 2 minutes.
We got more commercials we got to play. We're big time now.
Hey, listen, seriously, though, if you guys would like to sponsor, we still have a few spots left on the Maumelle Sports Network. We got several spots left on the other networks. Touchdown sponsorships, first down sponsorships, great opportunities to have your business heard. And listen, you don't have to be a business. If you just want to support the network, let us know. We've got some options there as well. And again, 60% of all those sponsorship revenue proceeds go straight back to the schools. So please let us know if you'd be interested. You can go to our website, naturalstatesports.com, and there's a partner with us link now. You can go there, see all the pricing, and reach out to us if you're interested.
We can just say your name if you want. You don't have to.
Absolutely. Pump fake. Oh, my goodness gracious. Chase White wide open. Easiest throw of Quentin Murphy's career 27 yards, and now Parkview pouring it on, 29-0 with 1:35 to go here in the third.
Yeah, threw a little pump fake to the bubble. You had 2 guys break on the bubble. Nobody that covered Jace White. He little stutter step, fake block, and he's gone.
So the transfer portal strikes as West Little Rock finds North Little Rock for 6. You know who's going to be really mad at me for saying that? Nate Olson with SB Live, because Nate Olson is truly believing that there's no such thing as a transfer portal in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, there's not an online database of everybody that's willing to go somewhere, but I mean, you can, right? The way it looks, right, you can go just about anywhere.
You can. I mean, as long as you do the proper channels.
Proper paperwork. And
hey, listen, great job by my wife, the beautiful Kristen Henson down there. I'm getting more brownie points, buddy, because my wife's down there running the camera, and I can talk about her all the time. Mm-hmm. And she's listening.
She's listening not to you. She's listening to Andy, and she's telling her all the bad stuff that you're saying.
I know, right? He's a
He don't know what to tell her. He's just trying to make sure he hits the right buttons.
She can hear you.
It's fine. You'll make her go back and watch this so that she can hear everything.
That's right.
You can get you cut up the highlights anyway, so you can cut up the wife highlight reel.
That's right.
She probably won't watch it.
She will. She gets mad at me when I watch it without her. So Aguilar set to kick, and he'll boom this one. Returnable again from the 3. Wiley, he's got this one. He's got a seam, and seam closed quickly at the 29-yard line.
Late flag came in.
From way over there, yeah. Somebody saw something on the backside of the play that didn't have anything to do with the play.
One thing Wiley saw there is he saw 2 of his guys looking at him right before he got tackled. That's never what you're looking for.
No.
Guys, y'all need to turn that way. Go find a guy in blue.
Yeah, something. So we await the penalty. It's going to be a hold.
That's not great.
Hornets. So probably our best field position in a while. And instead, we're going to go back inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. And again, that's really been a huge story in this game's field position. I mean, Parkview's lived on this side of the field. And so is Maumelle, unfortunately.
We've gotten on our side of the 50 a few times and then just stalled. But, yeah, we played a lot on one side of the 50 the entire game.
And who's that quarter? Is that Bjork? No, nope. Warrior, pump fake. And this is good coverage. Oh, boy, you can't throw that football. As Robinson with an easy interception, and the wheels are falling off in a hurry right now for Maumelle, Tyler.
Yeah, and Levi, he gave a pump fake like it was a double move. I didn't really see who is he? Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton.
I didn't see Hampton really give a move. Robinson, even if he did, Robinson didn't even think about biting over. He's over the top, and you got a guy like that over the top, it's going to be tough to outrun him. He just goes up and makes a pretty easy play for him. So they tried, similar to what Parkview just hit us on. They tried to fake the bubble, right? He kind of stepped out like he's going to block and then took off, but just wasn't able to sell it enough. And they had their eyes where they're supposed to have their eyes and make a play.
I'd look for Quentin Murphy to go for the knockout blow right here. I think they're going to go deep. Instead, they hand it off up the middle. And off to the races and gone. Was that 22? Dak Crosby on the 45-yard touchdown run. Wow. That's not what I expected from the third-string running back, as Crosby goes 45 yards, one play, and all of a sudden the mercy rule's in effect. And this last quarter is going to go by real quick, Tyler.
Crosby was able, he's pretty much able just to run straight. He gets the ball, he finds the hole, and then he's just straight to the end zone. Didn't have to do a whole lot, didn't have to make too many guys miss. Just show me how fast you are.
So we're probably going to start seeing brake lights headed away from Hornets Stadium here pretty soon. Unfortunately, as Aguilar stays perfect on extra points as he knocks that one through. With 1:02 left in the third, we'll have a running clock the rest of this one. Parkview leads it 37-0.
And Unfortunately, they're just starting to show kind of their strength, why they're two-time state champs, why they're the favorites, why they're arguably the best team in the state. No matter classification, just the longer you're in it, right, the more you've got to deal with every single weapon that they have, and there's so many different ones that you can't cover them all for an entire game. And it's going to come back and bite you at some point, and they're going to make some chunk plays, and then it's just tough to recover. You've got to, if you can't cash in on the chances that you had early, it's going to make it tough as you get late.
So Aguilar out to kick. And again, now we're going to have an opportunity to kind of talk about what you learned from a game like this. You knew coming into this game, obviously you didn't talk about it in practice. This is going to be an uphill battle. You had the confidence to come out here and win this football game, and you saw it. There was a lot of swagger on the field in pregame. These guys felt confident. But again, you're led by a couple of young guys at quarterback, a sophomore and junior now. You saw the sophomore mistake there by Levi Warrior. But there's a lot that you're going to be able to gain from this game, and really it starts right here in this last 13 minutes. You got to find some momentum. As Wiley, no momentum. He is thrown down by 20 or 75 Travis Worsham.
He got thrown down hard enough. He's feeling it. He's a little slow to get up on that one. He got slammed.
Yeah, Worsham shows to be 6'3", 225. Looked a little bit more than the 225. Wiley up and makes his way off the field gingerly.
Yeah, but this is you gotta make sure you gotta do everything you can not to let go of the rope, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a pretty good chance you're not coming back from 37 down whenever you just got 1 quarter left with running clock. Okay, never gonna say never, but odds are it's probably not
you're
gonna
not
happen.
Coming back.
But you can't let go of the rope. You gotta live for next week.
I'll hand this one off to the left side. Nice cut. Oh, another nice cut. He may go. He can get around Robinson. Oh, another nice cut at the 40. And he'll be pulled down at the 44-yard line. And again, Tyler, against 99% of the state of Arkansas, Henry probably goes to the house on that play. But this Parkview team's just so quick and was able to run him down. But a big gain there by Henry.
You want an example of not letting go of the rope? There's your example of not. He's still playing. He's not, okay, first guy's here. I'm not going to let him hit me. I'm going to make a play, and I'm going to try to play this game out strong.
All right, so we'll head to the fourth. Parkview leads this one 37-0. More Hornet football on the other side.
Hello?
Hello, roofers are us.
Hello, your ad says same-day leak repair. I called yesterday and nobody has been out.
That was a typo in the ad. It was supposed to say someday roof repair. Who you think we are? PI Roofing?
If you have a leaky roof, you need it fixed right away. Call your roof leak detectives at PI Roofing and get the leak stopped right away. We're ready at a moment's notice all year long. Call 501-687-6246 for same-day roof repair from PI Roofing.
All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, as we are into the fourth here, running clock.
The clock's already started. I know it's a running clock, but I don't think when the quarter starts, you start it before the snap.
Instead, we get a PI Roofing penalty, so clock going to just keep running.
Still running through the penalty now since it has started.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I was posting everything I said to Twitter there. Apparently, I hit the wrong button.
He was listening to you.
Yep.
That's fine. They were listening to you all the time anyway.
Well, Bjork gives it up the middle. Nice big hole, and he's gone. Henry across the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6, says Jacob Henry. Goes 61 yards to the house, and the Hornets get the goose egg off the scoreboard.
Listen, don't let go of the rope. We said, odds are you ain't coming back, right? Clock's not going to stop, even though it's within 35 now. Once it starts, it starts. It's not coming back, but you've got to keep playing, right? You've still got 8 games left in the season, not counting playoffs. you can't just give up and stop playing. You still got to start give these reps in and finish the game.
Late addition onto the field is 36, Alex Thornton.
If you stop playing right here, that's a good way to get coach to not let you play anymore.
No doubt. High snap. Warrior gets it down and no go. Oh, my gosh. Everything about that attempt was off.
Wasn't the best. Wasn't the best. But like we said, he's back from last year. Didn't play last week. He got to get warmed up a little bit. And he's probably gotten a little cold. He hadn't done a whole lot since the initial kickoff to start the game.
Yeah.
That's all he's done up until now. So just got to make sure you stay warm. You got to get him a kicking net. I don't see a kicking net down there. We got to get a kicking net and keep the leg warm.
So the clock keeps on trucking. 9:50 and counting. Parkview leads at 37-6.
Hey, it's one I ain't got to worry about until we get to a timeout.
No, you got to touch the clock. Just let it roll. And we got to do it last week against Sylvan Hills. Now we get it done to us this week.
Need a ball. Can't kick it off if you don't have a ball.
They don't have a lot of a bench. I mean, they're not super deep.
I mean, they're the size. I mean, they still are the size of a 5A team in regards to hold numbers. It's just the top of their roster is the best you got.
Oh boy! Wow, not touched until. Oh wow! My goodness gracious! To the house goes Penny.
And you said it, Penny's electric too, talking about not kicking it to Robinson. You kick it to Penny. I mean, Penny's going to hurt you too if you let him.
Wow. So with 8:40 and counting, it's 43-6. In a game that was a defensive battle in the first half,
it's changed a little
suddenly
bit.
Big play after big play as Penny goes 88 yards on that one.
It's a perfect example of what a little bit of exhaustion is going to do to you, right? Defense gets more tired than the offense does, right? The offense knows where the ball's going. Not everybody's running and sprinting every play. Defensively, every single person is running every single play. You get tired a lot quicker on defense, and it starts to show up later in games.
Aguilar, who's been the workhorse tonight for Parkview. Good Lord, bounces that one off the indoor.
Put a hole in the brand new indoor
Man.
right there. Somebody send Parkview the bill.
Right.
Just got into that this year, and now you're already messing it up.
I got to believe that our viewers, well, we're still holding good viewers. Appreciate you guys. Again, please hit that subscribe button. I think Robinson continues to lead the way in subscriber numbers currently, so we're not far behind him, though. And so we're still waiting on Parkview to decide they want to participate in the Eagles kickoff here.
They're giving him a lot of time. I guess part of it is the clock's running anyway, so they're not.
Let's just get it over with.
Try and rush it. They gave him a lot of time to get the kickoff team together.
So Aguilar again out there for the Eagles kickoff. I'll tell you what, between Facebook and Twitter, I may not be allowed to post anymore with all the back-to-back posts I'm making on these score updates.
Your account has been locked.
That's happened a few
activity.
times. It's usually basketball season that it happens, but Aguilar, another deep kick. That's a weapon, too, because you're forcing them to return it almost every time. This one from the 7. And, boy, met and dumped, as that's Ja'Cory Smith, I think.
I think 15.
Or it's 15, yeah. You're right. Christopher Edwards.
Edwards again. Yeah, you're making them return it, getting down to the 10. I mean, that's the best thing you can do in high school. Get it, because if you can cover it, You're getting them inside the 20 every single time if you can get a kick to the 10.
Let's get some updates for you here, as looks like they're already doing the highlight package down in Ashdown. Try to get you a final score update. Oh, no, actually.
Oh, no.
I think they're in a weather delay. Oh, wow. Looks like with about 5 minutes left in the third. Can't you just have a running clock and a weather delay? Because it's 37 to nothing.
If it's in, right.
With 4:55 to go in the third, Mills is up.
If you're in
and
the
they're in a weather
sportsmanship
delay.
rule, why are we stopping the clock? We're not supposed to stop it for anything but a timeout.
Apparently the cheer team and the band has already left.
Went home.
They're not even staying.
Yeah.
All right, so second down here is, I think that's Warrior. I don't know. We're going to have to get them like some kind of something that.
Oh.
Is it Andrew? Okay. Because, Jay, at least for a minute, Brooks had the highlighter shoes, which he has given up on. Oh, I don't even look over here.
We had the sleeve last week. I didn't even think to look if one of them had a sleeve on this week and didn't. One of them didn't.
Yeah. So 3rd and 10. Honeybun out there. He's going to go in the running back? All right. Uh-oh, what the?
Listen, Steve, I'm going to tell you, there were 9 seconds left on the play clock, and they were running a guy on late, and he wasn't going to have time to get out. Hey, you're hurt. You're hurt. They just call that the old miss, right?
Yep. Oh, come on, Hayden.
Yeah. Hey,
he's selling it. Yeah, sell everything.
That's right. You sell it.
Quick update from Northeast Arkansas as Robinson headed to the 4th, leads Jonesboro 22-10.
Wouldn't be a bad.
Northeast.
Wouldn't be a bad win. Stepping up a little bit in classification.
Yeah. They didn't. They'd like to. Now, Arkansas State beats Arkansas to open the season next year. They might. Oh, boy. So much for Sylvan Hills getting their first win. Bjork fakes it. Oh, no, don't throw that. Wow, Chase White may take this one back. Oh, boy.
That could have been.
Ooh, not let White lower the shoulder.
That Wiley.
Boy.
Yeah. That's when you can't just throw it up. You can't just throw it up. You got too many athletes, and you threw it up, and I don't know that your receiver was even running all the way. Just made it kind of like he's catching a punt. Let's see here.
I meant to pay attention to my comments. I had a friend last night that I don't know. Some of you know, some of you may not know. I do a lot of Uber driving, but gave a Maumelle young lady a ride last name named Janae, and she's up at the Sonic on Crystal Hill. And I told her if she was in the comments, I'd shout her out, but I'm shouting her out anyway if she happened to watch.
Speaking of shout-outs, Steve, I just got a text message. Shiloh, my daughter, said I needed to shout her out.
Well, you better do it.
She said, talk a little louder
here.
Shout her out. So he's going to turn me up. All right, Shiloh.
Turned him up.
For you. We're going to talk.
Murphy
your shout-out.
Puts it up for Elston. Elston to the ATM again as Money scores for the Patriots. And it is half a hundy on the scoreboard for the Patriots. Did she? Good.
Shiloh might be Parkview's good luck charm.
Oh, man. So, update from Sherwood. Sylvan Hills Trails Valonia is ahead of the 4th, 31-12.
That flipped out. That switched quick, didn't it?
What's up, Diesel Chase? As I'm going to give a shout out to.
It's not as cool because he's here.
I know, right? He likes to talk on the broadcast.
Give him a headset.
I know we should. If I had an extra one, I totally would. Aguilar just puts another dent in the end door.
That one was a little higher.
Yeah,
than the
it was.
One.
Man.
You saw it over the scoreboard this time.
How far was that pass play? Anybody pay any attention to
Producer?
that? At least it wasn't behind.
He's exactly right. Pass or from the line of scrimmage. Is that the... Can't see where that's at from the
25 maybe?
25, I think it's probably.
Well, they still got the 15 up here on the board, but it didn't feel like it was that close. I don't know. It shows how much we've been paying attention to this point.
It's 25.
Okay.
We were paying attention. You just weren't looking at you just weren't paying attention to the yard line. That's all. They're going to take these last minute and a half to get their kickoff.
It might as well, or they'll score 6 more times. Like, goodness gracious.
There was a minute there where I didn't have to change a first down.
Just score. Well, score. We scored.
They scored. We got the ball back. We took an interception. They scored. We got the ball back. We scored. It was like 4 or 5 plays. They didn't call first down.
I'm going to get this update, and the game's going to end.
We got 57 seconds.
Will Aguilar, the real question, will Aguilar kick in the next 52 seconds? I think he kind of has to. He's got 25 to get it kicked.
They hadn't started
that.
25, though.
Why am I not surprised?
They're giving him time.
You know, it says clock operator, boys basketball staff. So,
whoever you want it to be.
We can't blame Lightfoot anymore.
I feel like they did that on purpose. Like, they didn't tell you exactly who it was, just so you know.
He's
waiting on it to start.
Aguilar is not trying to kick this ball. Now he does. Returnable from the 8. Across the 20, 25. And going to be knocked down across the 30. Best field position of the night for the Hornets is Jackson on the return. And that should be the last play of the ball game.
Yeah, not going to time.
So Parkview dominant once again as they come back into the state of Arkansas to get their first win here in the state for the 2024 season. Your final here from Hornets Stadium. Parkview 51, your Hornets 6. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with our final stats and give you a little talk about our sponsors here after this break.
At barbecue, there's no room for shortcuts. Count Porkula is committed to bringing you the very best artisan barbecue. We use only certified Angus prime brisket, tender baby back ribs, and delicious pulled pork. Our scratch-made southern sides feature classics like collards, beans, and house-made slaw. Count Porkula, barbecue you can sink your teeth into.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we are finishing things up, and let's say thanks to our crew, obviously, as Kristen Henson down there. You got to see a close-up of her, and now I see my kid running circles around her down there, so he's having a good time. But
that's all that matters.
That's right.
Oh
gosh, change cameras.
DHS is going to get called. She's chasing the kid with the camera.
Look, they've already been called once on me. We're waiting on Jim Ashley to – yeah, probably so. Waiting on Jim Ashley to get us our final stats. The battery might have went dead if she didn't change it at halftime.
In her defense, he's picking on her.
Yeah, he's messing with her pretty good. But I'm looking. I don't have stats yet from Jim Ashley. I'm going to tell you what they were. Parkview big, Maumelle one big play. That's your stats.
Yeah, I mean, it's the tale of two halves, right? It's a little different than your typical tale of two halves, but I mean, it was a great game. Everybody was in there. You couldn't finish on offense, but defensively, you played great. And coming out, you had one big momentum play. You're moving the ball on offense, but you throw that pick on fourth down, and then you give up a touchdown the very next play, and then from there, it's just you couldn't recover. You kept trying, but you couldn't recover, and it was snowballed on you, right? It just got bigger and bigger until you got to sportsmanship, and there's not much you can do after that.
Well, Tyler, Tyler, one question that I'd have in a situation like this is, you knew this was a game where you were going to measure yourself. You were playing the top of the 5A. They're definitely the best team in 5A in Parkview, and so you come into this game and you kind of want to know where you stand. Well, you come out of this 45 points behind Parkview in this game. What do you gather from this game? Because these two teams, again, Maumelle's got still a ton of talent down there on the field. I don't know that Parkview's 45 points better. We just didn't execute well. And, again, give Parkview all the credit. They played really well. But what do you gather from this? Because these teams, again, could see each other in the postseason. Yeah, I mean, first off, your real measure you can really harp on, especially in Maumelle's film room and stuff, is the first half, right? You're 9-0 on this team. That's supposed to be the best team ever, right? Whenever you listen to some people talk, which we know they're supremely talented, but it's a 9-point game. You've held them to 3 field goals, a bunch of short fields. So defensively, I mean, it's huge. You've got a ton of stuff that you can build on defensively. We know that it kind of fell apart late, but there's just a ton of different factors that go into that. And you're moving the ball offensively from time to time. You didn't have a great game, obviously, but you've got to have glimpses of really good plays, really good runs, a couple passes that you have a touchdown if you can complete it, a couple double moves and everything. But it's just you just got to make sure you find the little things that you did well, because you had positive plays on each side of the ball, more defensively. But you got to build upon what you did well and then really figure out where were the mistakes you made that caused the issues, right? Sometimes they're just going to make a play. Whenever you're playing teams like that, they're going to make a play, and there's not really anything you can do. And on film, you can't really spend too much time on that, but find the stuff where you made a mistake that let them hurt you and fix those things. I gotta say thanks. It looks like I'm not sure whether you're neutral fans or what, but big thanks to the commenters in the comment section telling us a W for the commentators. So hey, they like
for
us.
Sure. Now
they
were a little. They did kind of talk about the comment. They said production. He said W producer, W commentators, W Patriots. Have a good night.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, hey, listen, if you are a Parkview fan, please make sure you watch the Parkview Sports Network the rest of the season, as we will be at War Memorial. There'll be at War Memorial Stadium for a big game next Friday night as Bryant comes to War Memorial to do some battle with Parkview. And, that was a heck of a game last year. I don't know. I have to ask Kyle, but it should be. I don't see how it's not. But
you can get a bunch of views on that one, too.
Man. So that's going to be a huge one. So Parkview, that's their next test. As far as our Hornets, our next test will be the Vilonia Eagles, as we'll head to their house. And so we'll go to the Eagles' Nest, and one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. Cannot wait to head back to Vilonia next Friday night. So we'll have the call. And I switched to the booth cam just to make Jay Burr and Chris Goodman mad on the Sylvan Hills broadcast, because they were upset that they didn't get a booth cam last week. So
I'm surprised. Chris likes to be on camera.
He likes to be seen.
General manager type stuff. Come on now.
Wise guy.
Listen, he's big time now.
He's big time, yeah. GM of a professional team. But no, seriously, we're excited to have Chris Goodman. And, it's funny. He really, really wanted to do play-by-play. And I'm like, dude, you're better at color. Like, you are a football dude. You're better at it. And I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but you're better at it. It's kind of like Jake Hall. Jake Hall is way better at color on the Robinson Sports Network. If you get a chance, go listen to Chris and Jake. They're a lot of fun. Jake's got some good stuff. He has really honed in his color commentator skills, so that's been a lot of fun to listen to over there. Real quick, let me make sure I don't have stats from Jim, and I don't. So I'll jump over here. We'll talk about our sponsors real quick before we get out of here. Of course, our touchdown sponsor also fed us and the Parkview crew tonight. I want to say big thanks to Tamsy over at American Pie Pizza, 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Call them at 758-8800 or order online at ampiepizza.com. And for good measure, there's 2 other locations, one in Lakewood, one on Colonel Glenn. So you guys go see them at their other locations as well. Score a touchdown with a Hog Wild Pizza tonight. We only scored 1 touchdown. We did, but we did have a Hog Wild Pizza, and it was good. So, your first down sponsor, Acre Family Pharmacy. I don't know that they have the Hornet socks there. I got to say thanks to the Shooks for these socks. I'm going to have to get everybody a pair. I'm going to have to figure out where Jennifer got these, but they do have the, the 2 left feet socks or whatever, like my Spaceman socks and my popcorn socks. I did wear the popcorn socks to the Razorback game we started that back when Nico was on the basketball court, and basically like everybody wore popcorn socks that one night. So I wore them just to support our guy Nico. But, again, go see our friends over at Acre Family Pharmacy. Not just a pharmacy, 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101. Call them at 501-274-1130 or visit them online at acrepharmacy.com. Be a part of the family at Acre Family Pharmacy. And, of course, our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing. You didn't even get to throw the penalty flag at me much tonight.
You were holding on to it most of the time.
I had it hit over here, sorry. Go see our friends at PI Roofing, 6109 Remount Road in North Little Rock, or call 501-707-3548, or visit them online at piroofing.com. Don't get penalized on your next roof repair. Choose local. Call PI Roofing today. Of course, our kickoff and halftime sponsor, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. Didn't get a lot of Akel's kickoffs till after halftime, but then we had a whole bunch of them. So go see one of our friends at Akel's, 3 convenient Little Rock locations, 501-214-0635 or akelscarpet1.com. Kick off your next home improvement project by calling the experts at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. And, of course, our friends at Count Porkula. Cannot forget our friends at Count Porkula. This week on the pregame show, which I will post to YouTube as soon as, I think I may try to do that before we leave. But go see our friends. They brought us brisket burger and this turkey sandwich. I didn't get any of the burger. Moppin and Beats and Henry just devoured the burger. I got a portion of the turkey sandwich, and it's not I wouldn't have ordered it with what comes on it because I'm not a horseradish. I didn't think I was. Dude, this was fire. You guys got to go see our friends at Count Porkula. That was really, really good stuff. So go see our friends over there at Count Porkula. Taylor, they've been a huge supporter of us, of everything we've been doing here over the last couple months, so we appreciate them. Find them on the Boulevard, 10840 Maumelle Boulevard, or call 501-246-5669, or order online at countporkula.com.
Porculata.
Yeah, Count Porkula. Barbecue you can sink your teeth into. All right. I want to say a big thanks to our crew tonight. Cam Couples on our main cam. Kristen Henson down on our field cam. Andy Gates stepping in as a producer-engineer role. For Tyler Chenault, I'm Steve Henson. We'll see you guys in Valonia next week. Go Hornets.